Die.
Gets worse every week.
The slow descent into madness.
Look, I tried. I don't try at all. Let's be honest here. All right. So, welcome, everyone. Welcome to Dragons Are Cats. I am your host for tonight, Dragons Are Cats, aka Kyle, aka Dungeon Master, aka silly green shirt man with blue eyes.
The common description you always get.
Oh, absolutely. Every time I go to site, that guy in the green shirt, what's he doing? Why isn't he in high
What's
ves?
that guy in green shirt with blue eyes doing?
How dare he get here?
At least these colors are. How far away are they?
About 200 meters.
Oh shit, that's pretty good.
Maybe
They got binoculars, obviously.
about that. Why? Because why not, knight? Yes. And tonight we are playing Dragons Brew D&D, a 5e charity game. And tonight this month for April, we are supporting Autism Spectrum Australia as Australia's largest national service provider for people on the autism spectrum. Their specialized evidence
I'm just laughing at the comment. The Redbeard, the pirate druid. He's coming.
He is on the way. He's on the way completely. Their specialized evidence-informed school program is the largest in the world, with additional services that include information and advice, diagnostics, assessments, behavior support, parent and family support, and adult programs. Autism is a lifelong condition. It affects about 1 in 100 Australians, or 240,000 people. The word spectrum reflects the diversity of experience of people on the spectrum. How can you help? Well, I don't know. Actually, I do.
I did it again.
Oh God.
You do know, Kyle. You do know.
Absolutely. That's why I'm doing it now. Now it's just sort of lols.
It's stuck now.
If you'd like to assist in any way, shape, or form, you can just scroll on down to the descriptions underneath the video, where there is a donations banner. You just click on that donations banner, and you could, and your kind, generous donations go towards our goal this month. But also, your kind donations also help our players. Such as if you donate $1, you can give a D10 healing dice to our players. $2 maybe gives a player an advantage. $5 gives a natural 20, and $25 gives a wondrous uncommon item. From where? We don't know. We're gonna roll for it. Just let me know in the descriptions down below when you make the donation, so I can realize what you're actually donating to, or if you just want to send it on through. Thank you for the host, Joygasm. And speaking of Joygasm, let me introduce you to my players tonight, aka Joygasm.
Hello. I play the great and only Sandstorm Desert Legend, the Tabaxi Rogue. And I am pretty awesome at the moment. What were we doing last, actually? I can't really remember. We fought some thing in a jungle, didn't we?
In a large forest.
We fought.
It
was like a weird purple.
Just a random
weird purple bulb that was sort of like draining.
That's right.
It was draining a what's it called? What's the tree lady called?
Oh, Dryad.
Dryad, that's the one. Yeah. And that's right. And then
it was like poisoning the water and stuff.
And we were going to face the baddies, but we thought, fuck it, and we went. We safe, and we walk, and then we were like, let's go to the tiefling place. I think that was the plan.
She's a bloody lovely lady.
We're back on the highway.
We teleported pretty much with the tree, which I helped out, which I bloody owned with an arrow, a really good shot. I feel bad now.
The Redbeard pirate druid is back.
Yeah. Did you see that, Rob?
No.
Look at the chat.
On Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh, you might not be able to see it now. Thralos, is it Thralos? You see that?
Process.
Yeah, I can see it.
Ah, they did. Oh. Okay, next week we're going to have to do a. We are definitely going to have to do a pirate stream.
His boat's just a massive piece of bark. Just float down the river.
Hey, we might as well. It'll be hilarious. All right. Next up, we do have the Redbeard Pirate himself, who had quite the spotlight on him last game and enjoyed it thoroughly, didn't you? What happened? Tell us about yourself, who you're playing, your character, and what you remember.
I'm playing the Asimir Druid Ikram, and last week we decided to venture into a village who's... Have you already talked about all the trees and shit? All the vines?
A little bit.
No. No, it
Okay,
hasn't been
well,
touched on yet.
Well, there was some vines growing into the water and poisoning the water. So, me being the nature guy, I wanted to go and investigate, and went on ahead without everyone and found a giant ass flower that was controlling this lovely little lady, and saved her and gained her trust, and also the trust of her giant tree dude that Sandstorm decided to shoot.
So,
Just a few arrows into, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing
You
personal.
also received a kiss off her at the end. You
I
also
did too.
received a little twig from her
That's
hair.
right.
Grassy hair
I got
for you to
a
plant.
little seed that I've got to plant near our hometown so that way I can see her again.
Just palmed off the purple evil seed to you. Here, have this seed. I'm being so generous.
Yeah.
She
that's
warned
a good
you
plan, actually.
the Iron
her
Circle, how they're killing those within the forest, the Fae within the forest, and to beware Sharax the Seer. As these omens were given to you. Next up, yeah, nice, thank you, Casimir. Tell us about yourself, your character, and
Did he even do anything last week?
Me? I burnt a bunch of trees, I think. That's about it.
I can't actually remember what anything that Casimir did, to be honest. I can't.
Um,
All I remember is your character, right?
oh, wait, I
don't remember anything
helped
else.
you win at gambling, mate. What are you talking about? You
Oh,
would've-
yeah, it's
you would have probably
Oh,
lost
yeah.
that. You would have actually lost that gamble if it wasn't
you
for
really-
me.
Holy shit! Actually, you fully manipulated the die.
So you
which,
owe me.
Yeah,
I already wrote it down, I think.
I
but
did,
you
I
owe me
gave you
100
half.
Something gold.
I actually gave you half.
Yeah.
We actually already done this,
I
mate.
know.
We've already done.
Nah, didn't write it down, mate, so it's not official. Give me more money.
What the fuck? I think there's a VOD out there which I can go back.
Anyway, Luke.
Yeah, I vlogged about it afterwards. Complain about
Casimir,
you.
Tiefling Wizard. So at the end of all our shenanigans, we came out of the forest near a Tiefling camp that we were actually... It was like our original stopping point. Past that town... Lork?
Lock. That is correct.
So we planned to go through there to this camp, but kind of took a shortcut.
And now instead of being roughly 75 miles away, you're about 12, 20.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
All right. Next up, and finally, we have our paladin, piloted by BM Curfew, aka Belvin. Give us a
Hello.
run.
I'm Brad, playing Belvin, human paladin. Last game, I don't think Belvin did much. So, it was good times. I just let these guys do their thing.
Yeah, last sesh was the Ikram show for a change.
Yeah,
It was good though, because you haven't had much spotlight up to this point.
I do enjoy these
He's on
like
the old-
random
the old-
missions too.
Old guy that does nothing but nature.
Just
And
he's
there
always
was a nature
baked
quest.
out of his mind.
It's like perfect. It literally was perfect for you. All nature.
yeah. Belvin was there just to make sure you guys didn't die.
He was there to save
But he
him.
let- but he-
Killing-
He let you guys do your thing. If he thought it was going to go out of control, then he'd probably step in. But he was like, "No, you guys got it."
Pretty sure there's no chance to step in front of Ikram. He's already gone.
Like nervous sweating going on. You guys have got this right.
Yeah.
You guys got it? You still there?
Yeah,
Still
because
there?
I'm just, but I was like, I could jump over that way. But I'm like, eh. And then I was like, I don't have range stuff. I'm just like, I'll
throw
just
your
go see
sword.
if, yeah, I'll just go see if Ikram's doing alright. You're alright, buddy. After he's finished everything. So good work.
I'm like, get out of here, man. I'm chatting with this chick.
I'm trying to hit on this dryad.
Whoa. Sorry, dude. Sorry.
Cutting his
My bad.
grass.
Did you say she was?
Hey, you.
Cutting it. Oh, okay. Cutting his grass. And yeah, so we're just in open plains or something, was it now?
Yeah, we came out of at the edge of the forest, I think, to these like open fields.
Wow.
Yeah, and was it you that sent the Raven or whatever to the guys to tell them where we were going to meet him because the meeting point had changed?
I sent him a sending. Oh, thank you for the sub. Oh, that was
Dragon's
a
a
gift.
cat.
But anyway, thank you for the sub.
Thank you for the sub to yourself, Dragons Are Cats.
Well, to be fair, it's a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
It's Christmas.
Yeah.
You've got 18 minutes and 30 seconds left.
18 minutes, 30 seconds left.
Thanks,
Quick,
Google.
quick.
Thanks,
Alright,
Google.
Let's get into it.
And also, Tharis, you're welcome. But thank you. Just that, remembering, I'm just like, oh man, you are awesome. Thank you. You're doing better than my players.
In my defense, I drink a lot when we play.
I finally jumped off the bandwagon.
And Robbie's ODs on tea.
Only takes 4 liters.
Yeah, a bit less than that. Didn't get there.
Alright. Well, let's move you guys to the map just so we can get a clear understanding of where you guys are. And just whereabouts you'll be. Da. I honestly had you guys on here before, but now you're gone. And it's just like, yeah.
There we go. That's pretty good, I think. Thank you, Joygasm.
Oh, Joygasm. Oh. Big shout out to Joygasm. Let's throw some let's throw some dragons. Let's throw some dragons.
Yeah, Luke's
This
so
whole-
moved.
You said
This-
this.
I
told you the
You said
names
this
made
last
sense.
week, and
He did too. He's always just so surprised. So that's Bowman. Bowman was such cooler in my eyes.
Wow.
Oh, stop.
Wow.
it's like a time loop
What the
thing
hell?
every week.
Okay, I'm gonna time out this guy. Can I actually time out? I don't think I can time out another mod.
We can try.
Time
Wait, I'm a
out.
mod. What's a mod mean?
Yeah, I can ban
Oh,
him.
just
It
don't
means
ban
you
him. Don't
have-
ban him. Just time him out.
Oh, shit.
it
I don't want
means
to click
you
on
have-
anything accidentally.
Oh,
Shit. Did I accidentally just send that?
Oh.
I don't know. I hope you didn't.
Having technical problems
If you did, you can apologize.
with the Twitch chat.
in 1 second.
I'm gonna time out for 30 seconds, mate. Does that work? I don't think I can. I think Kyle can time anyone out there.
He's become too powerful.
Okay. So, let's bring you guys to here.
No, I had it perfectly set up.
You did? Oh well.
Why do you do this to me, Kyle?
Because I hate your face.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright. So, you guys come to the... just out of the forest. Basically on the tree line's edge. As Sandstorm pops on through with his griffin. Followed by Kayla, Belvin on top of the wagon, and the wagon itself with Casimir in the back, and then bringing up the rear is Ikram. As you guys find yourself on this very steep raise of this hill, as these rolling fields just kind of continue on and on until off in the distance, maybe quite the distance away, just on the horizon, you see hills after hills after hills. And then kind of descends into mountains off in the distance, maybe 100 miles or so away. But at this point, the horizon just shows them as bumps on lines. Oh, 3 a.m. for Californian viewers. Oh, geez. It's a bit early.
So that's earlier, right? Or
That's
later?
that's a
Maybe.
Either way, it's difficult to
Can we
watch
just
at that
delete
time.
daylight savings?
I don't think daylight savings really helps them either way.
no.
There's no daylight
Still
at that
late.
time. Doesn't matter where it is.
Yeah, you're not saving any light.
All right. All right. So, as you guys come down the hill, you realize that there's no track, there's no trail. Hashtag go VODs. Go VODs, go. You don't see that there's a trail. You just see probably about shin-high grass of... Oh, morning wandering. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, you see knee-high
Hello.
grass, or knee to shin-high grass on these rolling hills. It's a little damp. You can druid not druid, but you are a druid, but
Druid.
Ikram. Why you druid?
Oh, Druid, you do this.
Ikram, coming out into this area, you understand that it's recently rained here, so the ground, so within the grass, it's all squishy.
Just
And,
think of that Mean Girls, when it's raining and the chick's like grabbing her boobs and she's like,
Yeah.
there's a 30% chance it's already raining, and it's like she's standing in the rain.
well, actually, you can feel it from your boots already beginning to become saturated. See, kind of leaks. The wet, damn ground kind of leaks through your boots.
There's a thing.
There's a thing. Hey, Tharos, thank you for the donation, my friend.
Thank you. The sub's already paying off.
Now, would you like to give me a natural one to hand out to my players?
Wait,
Would
how,
you like
how
to
many have you
do
got
so?
left, Skyle? Be honest.
No. Hey, I see you trying to
Three.
promote
No.
your biased opinion there, Kyle.
Yeah.
You're starting off with a nat one.
He's swaying the crowd.
Yeah, no persuasion here.
But thank
You can choose
Thank
from
you
the
very
menu
much.
below.
We have a little menu for you down below if you want to send it in chat or send me a PM through Twitter or on Twitch, and we can understand what you want your $10 to go to, unless you just want it to go to, and then we can just say everyone gets a healing pass or something. We'll find out. But thank you so much.
We haven't had a long rest or anything, have we?
I finally joined the Roll20 guys, no worries.
Oh, welcome, buddy. No, you have
No.
not.
Okay.
So
No.
basically, you guys have.
Oh, I think the last time was like
Yeah, I was
basically when we
just
entered the
checking I had
town.
any wild shapes or not. This looks like something.
No worries, guys, no
oh my
worries.
god, what's his name?
What's his name?
That one
The
is
guy
fine.
would do the painting
No.
guy, the Afro painting guy.
No,
Oh,
no.
I
Bob
don't know
Ross?
his name. Bob Ross, yeah. I was thinking it was Bobby something for some reason. It's like something he would do.
Bobby.
Oh, Bob.
Bobby
Bob
Ross.
Ross.
Thrassos has betrayed us.
You know the crowd's just not on your side at all. At all.
They
Just
enjoy
none.
seeing us suffer.
Exactly.
Well,
That's
it's
the point-
entertainment, I guess,
mate,
isn't it?
That way, not
Them.
That's the point of this game, isn't it? Player suffering.
Public torture.
Alright. So, down below, probably down around the hills, you can see off in the distance a river comes out from the forest to your northeast, then trails down suddenly more to the west as it follows it down, winding through the hills. No trails, no nothing, so it's going to be slow going, even with Kayla on the horse there, Belvin. Well, as you pull the wagon through, very slow going. Excuse you.
I could hear the bass, I could feel the bass through your mic.
Yeah, that was a loud motorbike.
Yeah.
It was a car,
I think
wasn't
it vibrated your room a bit.
It did, yeah. All right. So, as you see off in the distance towards the southwest, billowing grey clouds that seems to be coming up north with the northern headwind that's blowing the grass through this rolling sea of green.
Does it seem like that's more than just a campfire? Or two?
Yeah, so you also see, like, off in the distance on a rocky outledge of a hill, there is a smolder of flame as well towards the southwest across the river. Well, not across the river, actually. It follows the river. The river follows, and there's hills.
Mhm.
Not entirely sure.
Does its thing.
It looks quite the distance away.
So, I have a feeling that's where we're heading. Or where we were heading.
And do you remember the direction we needed to go?
We have a map.
You got a druid, mate. You don't need a map.
Well,
I'm
Ikram,
glad this map's reliable.
do you, do you remember the way we need to go?
I point in the correct direction.
Ikram, make a
That
survival.
way. I point in the correct direction.
Nice.
All right, so like looking from what you know of the map and just how the river is kind of flowing down towards the southwest. Even from this height up on top of the hills, you can generally guess the direction you're going. Be following this river till you get to the main thick of the river. Like, you guys can kind of understand that this area in our world is like the Hawkesbury River, or like upper Hunter, New England area. So it's those big rolling kind of hills, but with a large river in the middle that kind of snakes and winds around hills. But you pull out the map, and you know that if you follow through the hills, you will make it to Secomba. That will lead you down towards Riverguard, passing through Daggerford.
But we want to go to the Tiefling camp before we get to Secomba. Okay.
How are you going to get there?
I mean, can we... Because we're on the edge of the forest, right, where the dryad dropped us off. So we can sort of tell, based on our position with the river, where we should head.
Yeah. Basically, it's follow the river till you get to the point.
Yeah. That's my plan.
All right.
Well, I don't see why we can't do that.
Objection.
Objection.
It's not like it's so far out of our way.
I mean,
And
well, it's
they-
on the way, I think, from where we are.
It's close enough. And there's people in need. We have to help them.
They're having a really big bonfire, that's all.
All right.
They're having
So,
a party.
Belvin's going to be driving the wagon. What is Sandstorm?
Here he is.
What is Sandstorm and the Griffin going to be doing? The Griffin's got a lot of open space right now.
Well, the Griffin's getting fit.
Yeah.
Got to get fit. And we'll find out what Sandstorm's doing right now.
Ooh. Coming out of the trees.
Well, Sandstorm is perching himself as high as possible and going for a nap.
Does that include having a nap on a flying griffin?
Yeah, I guess it is. That's the highest possible.
But then you can always fly higher.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like falling asleep. And you don't have-
must go higher.
I mean, can he like tie himself to the griffin so he doesn't just fall off?
No, if I fall off, the Griffin will catch me, I hope. You think?
Don't really have a saddle for.
it's a new pet.
I thought we did. Yeah, we talked about that, didn't we? Can't Ikram like make me one, or maybe actually Luke can make me one with his ability.
With fabricate.
Yeah, could you fabricate a saddle? You could make a perfect fit, right? Tailored to the griffin.
I don't have like leatherworkers tools. I can't make like really fine objects.
No, but I thought you can do it with a spell.
Yeah, but like to make like intricate designs, you still need to have like the knowledge of how to make them. You can make like simple shapes and stuff.
Maybe I have to become a leather worker. What about?
Could I make up like a basic sort of saddle if we had some leather? I don't know if we have any leather.
I don't think you have any.
Is there any cows anywhere and hunt?
You don't see any leather armor, but as
Do you hunt cows?
you are flying up on top of your griffin at one point, and you're just starting to doze off as you bask in this fresh sun that's breaking through white clouds overhead, with some grey ones to the south. Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh,
Horse.
Nice.
yeah, that's pretty good.
So as the griffin has its talons hooked low underneath its chest and its wings soaring out, it's just catching the breeze and floating with the wind, just casually coasting on the currents. You have one leg kind of like draped off the side, your tail's kind of fluttering as you kind of like got an arm wrapped around it, while the other one just kind of slinks down. Your center of mass is low across the entire back of the griffin, and your head just kind of slinks down to the side as you look down on the ground. And below you see a small kind of settlement of wooden planks creating a wooden enclosure. This little settlement, this camp, seems to be on the side of a tucked under and besides a jutting rock face of Viridian Knight $100. $100 dues from
Christ.
Viridian Knight.
I was wondering if you'd see.
The
I didn't wanna
message
interrupt
was-
you, though.
High love heart.
Hey, dude.
The hearts of our enemies. Does $100 buy that?
I
I need a new fan. My fan's like
don't know.
an old aeroplane. We got to pull it.
Viridian, that is insane. Thank you. Message me what you want.
Thank you.
If you want to contribute to our players and what you want to give them or something like that. We can come up with something together.
Miss your pickles.
Thanks. Yeah.
$100 in pickles.
Sugar coated.
So as you look down below, you see a sack covered in
Don't hate me.
sugared pixels. But no, what you see on the side of this juddering rock face on a low hill, about a league or so away from the river uphill, you see this 3 huts laying burnt and in a broken condition. Smoke is smoldering and billowing from it.
We own you. Well, if you insist.
Oh, Viridian, I'm sorry. Okay, back into the game. So, you see 3 huts that are burnt and broken, smoldering completely. These small little ash-burnt fires now completely met with the destruction of this burnt encampment. You can see even from your height as you begin to descend, as you're a little concerned about it. You see that there's a large central building by the cliff face, by the cliff face, that still has a plume of more active smoke. You believe that there might be a fire billowing out of it, burning from a broken shutter window. With your perception check as well, looking down, you can see what seems to be signs of a battle. As you can see, multiple humanoid-looking figures crashed out and splayed on the ground in what only you could assume to be either mud or their own blood. As
That's Robbie that you're talking about, isn't it?
that is correct. Robbie sees
How
it.
far behind are we?
Oh, he is probably by now like 300, 400 feet away.
Oh,
I'm just scouting.
He's pretty far in front of us, though, right?
Am I asleep at this time though? Do I see this one sleep?
No, you see it. You don't fall asleep, but you're like nodding off, and then you see it.
Okay.
As you stare down
what's
and look
the
at it,
player killer? Sorry.
Dice.
it's a dice that always nearly rolls crits against you all.
The player killer dice.
Oh no.
Who is it?
Viridian Knights become evil.
This bad boy.
That's the one. Take it out, Viridian.
Quick, put it at the depths of Mordor. Throw it in.
Destroy it.
No,
And then you jump off. My precious.
mine. All right, so yeah, from up the top, that's what you see, and that kind of draws you out of your like snoozy little slumbers. You see this cliffside encampment basically burning down. Well, already burned down, but now like the after effects of the ruin.
Do I know if this is any relation to the tiefling place?
From where you saw on the map, you could possibly assume that this might be it, or it could be something else
fuck.
entirely.
Shit, no. Okay, well I'm gonna make a U-turn and come back to my party.
Of course, we couldn't have a peaceful encounter.
When there's tieflings, there's death.
And as
Or
you
slavery or something like that.
Yeah, they just have a shit time all around.
as you bank hard on the griffin, it screeches in protest as it then gives into your command and flies around to the side, pulling one wing entire as it flings around and then goes into a straight dive as it then slowly brings its wings up to land and then skips and canters across the wet grassy plains, but then comes to a stop right by the rest of you. In such a rush, you see Sandstorm come on in and a landing so fast. You didn't think he'd be able to do it.
Man, me and the griffin are one now.
Like a centaur?
Pretty much. I do the talking, he did the moving. So I tell the story, and I'm like, "Oh no, maybe we should quickly go over because it could be the tiefling people, tribe, whatever."
So how far away are we? If he's coming
300,
up to us?
400, I think.
So we're not too far either.
Not too far either. It's basically down and around, snaked in between two hills. From where you see it, it looked like a campfire billowing up.
Alright. Well, Kaz is going to
We
dash
can-
for it.
I was gonna say, I can only go fast with this cart.
Go
Go on ahead if you need to.
That's the thing. Yeah, you're right.
Like,
Everyone can be-
like everyone else can go ahead if he's, and Belvin will try to make sure he doesn't get it.
Say
bogged.
Casimir just goes off without even thinking because emotional and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh fuck, sorry, brother. I'll look after Casimir in case." And I just
Go.
like,
I will
go on
take
the-
care of the cart.
I just like follow Casimir because obviously he's just going on his own now.
Oh, is he going to follow Casimir?
So The Griffin is a lot faster than Casimir. A lot faster.
I'm just hovering behind them.
It's like double the speed, I think. No.
What,
But
dashing?
no, but
Flying.
Casimir can fly, can't?
Yeah, but it's like the same speed as my walking.
Okay.
Like the Griffin's a lot faster.
Calm
Griffin's a
down,
lot
Casimir.
While you see Casimir's wings as he's flapping as hard as he can, trying to put as much wind and air underneath him as possible. The Griffin's just easily keeping pace, even slowing down, wondering why the Griffin's being held back. But you guys reach around the cliff face. Ikram is Rob, correct?
What if it's Ikram role-playing as
What
Rob
do you-
in real
what is-
life?
What do you mean everyone has a fancy voice but
Didn't
Rob?
think about that, did you?
What does that mean? Everyone has
I mean,
a
I don't
fancy
put any
voice.
character into my voices.
Do we put character?
I don't know.
Yes, we do.
We do.
We do.
He's doing.
Yeah, man, Dan.
Rob's like, yeah, mate, I'm just gonna go do this, mate. He's
Yeah, I'll just go- I'll just
he's
go help
acting
him
as an
out.
Aussie. He's a good old Aussie, Aussie.
Aussie
Like
farmer.
I don't know why I said. He's pretty much though.
The
Full
classic
on Aussie
stereotype.
drongo.
You bloody Aussie farmer. Sorry.
Go on. Viridian's telling you something there, Rob.
Yeah, maybe
Pick
I
up your
pull my
game.
finger out a little bit.
Brings out all the fucking acting skills now. You've seen enough acting, mate. Now use it.
I need to emotionally prep.
Cry.
Sam.
I'll be in my trailer. Can't deal with this kind of negativity.
I'm calling my manager.
This place looks fine. What are you talking? It looks great, Nick, doesn't it, guys?
Yeah.
It's just a false alarm, guys. Everything's fine. Sorry.
You forgot to add something in.
Wait for
Yeah, these
it.
guys didn't build their roofs properly.
Oh, great fire.
Oh god.
Okay, now there's a fire.
Whoops.
That's
So there's a
okay.
few buildings ablaze still, just some like a little smoldering fires. The entire area, as you come in and see it, looks most of the thatch roofing and wooden construction of the houses all look very damp, as if it was just rained on very early morning. Cool. So
arrived at the
it's
village?
you arrive at the village. So what you see are 3 huts that lay burnt and broken in a horrible condition, but still managed to stand. Another 2, which looks like it had a workshop connected to it on the outside, with crafting tools and a forge and workplace, is now a mess of burnt wood and charred stone. Thatch lays around the area in blood splatters and cinders. The large home or central building on the top left of the screen still has a smoldering fire around its back, and smoke billows out from it. So who's there? We've got Casimir, we've got Sandstorm, and we've got Ikra.
Yep.
Okay. I'll put you guys on the map. Let me find you.
Do we see
La-di-da.
anyone at all in the village?
You are about to.
Okay.
Just gotta find the things. Because I don't know where I put your player tokens. Yeah. I'm just going to put you on the map, but let's,
Just wing it.
yeah, we're just going to wing it. As you fly on in. But I'm just going to put you on there so you can be like, all right, I'm going to go here.
So what do we know about this village apart from there's tiefling? Well, there was tiefling here.
We don't know if it's a tiefling, I don't think. Well, hasn't been confirmed. We haven't seen dead tieflings yet.
Isn't that right, Carl? This is obviously not the tiefling camp that's been attacked.
Yeah.
It's just
I
on
was
the
just
other
like-
hill, right? The nice peaceful hill. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I can't tell if they're tiefling, actually.
Giant dead bodies.
Enhance. I watched, what's the movie?
The Bourne series.
No. It's actually the most ridiculous enhanced.
CSI?
Fuck.
Is it CSI? It's a TV show, right?
No. It's the I don't know, Han Solo, 1980s film, and they just did a remake. Not a remake. They did number 2.
Han Solo?
Blade Runner.
Star Wars?
Yeah, Blade Runner. So Blade Runner
Han
enhanced.
Solo.
The same actor.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford.
I just had a
old
mind
Harry.
blank. I was trying.
You mean
Yeah, Harrison Ford. That's what I mean. That's what I said. I had a mind blank. So
It's alright, mate. We all make
in
mistakes.
Blade Runner is a very slow movie, by the way. Fucking slow. The first
But it
one.
looks so good.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I love the light. I like how it's all dark. Yeah, it's cool. But that
Moving
enhanced
lights,
thing
fucking
is so
pretty,
bullshit. It enhances so much, and then it gets to a point, and it gets a different angle on a 2D image. I'm like, how the fuck did it do that? And then enhances. He goes, enhance, rotate, 30 degrees. Okay, enhance. Like, how is he doing this?
From
Now
this
that's
angle,
technology.
How does he
That's
rotate?
from a scanned photo.
Oh, damn.
Ridiculous.
It's
Now that is
They,
enhanced.
they had
2040.
that technology in the 80s.
Nine or
No,
was.
it was actually 2019.
Fuck. We're getting close.
Can see it, boys,
This
next
tech
year.
must be coming out
So
pretty
next
soon.
Oh,
year-
you
you're gonna
mean
have that
you were
tech-
watching the old one, were you?
That's what I was saying. Watching the original
Ah.
one. Yeah.
Still,
It was 2019.
still
It's so
waiting on
funny with the
flying
old movies. I
cars.
don't realize
Back to the Future.
flying cars and everything. I'm like, the next year, guys, got flying cars and enhancing images at different angles.
True.
If you watched Ready Player One, that's based in 2042, I think it was.
Yeah, but it's not very good, apparently.
I
I
haven't
enjoyed
seen
it.
it.
The movie.
See, don't spoil
Not
it.
very good.
It looks like a movie of references, pretty much.
There's a lot of references. It's I enjoyed it. It's not Spielberg's greatest movie, but it's still enjoyable.
Okay.
Anyway,
Bring it
let's
back.
get back to
Han Solo's
What's the names?
ruined the mood.
Robbo's reviews.
Robert's reviews. Banging on point. Hasn't seen it, but banging and on point. All right, so as you come into this entrance, you see that there is a wooden banner over the top in an arch, as you see the words both in common and also written in Infernal, Rashael.
So we hurry up.
No. You sass.
Means no junk mail. So, did the
You recognize it as the infernal word for peace, but not peace as in like a different interpretation of peace. Not peace as in like peace between you and me, as in we're fighting, but peace as in relaxation.
Like inner peace.
Yeah, like inner peace.
So they're monks.
But as you come in, to your right, you see a workshop lays a slain dwarf, burnt marks of fatal levels, along with lacerations and wounds all up his body. Small little knife marks, you suspect. You see off to the side, to your left, under the rubble of the huts, you see a tiefling mother, basically pinned underneath, covered in stab marks and burns. Clutched underneath her chest as it kind of bulges over, you see a what you can only assume to be in her hands, as you see the crowning head of a small toddler with little horns spiking at the top. Both have dark greyish skin, the swept back horns, and the child has singed the feathered wings. You see off by the main campfire, this massive bonfire that's no longer lit. You see a male has seemed to had a painful end, with a severed sword arm, as you see, probably about 5 feet away from the elbow down. This arm has just been cut off and severed, hacked off, still clutching the sword, laying on the ground. Brownish, decaying crimson blood spills out in a pool around it. You see the broken and wounded shield that this man carries in his left arm, as he's propped up from his torso at an angle by 3 javelins impaled into his chest and into his torso as well. So he's kind of like at an angle with impaled, like chink, like that. Like he got impaled and then,
Yeah.
and then, but now he's continuously just propped up at that lean, as these javelins have kept him up. About 5 feet away from him, towards the main building, the largest of the two, you see a tiefling male that lies face down in dirt, bruised and battered to death. You see the legs are pretty well busted from impact wounds of what only could be fast thrown rocks or something very dense and hard, just pegged, thrown, or dropped onto him. Clubbered marks of his bashed in skull, but not completely bloodied, and guts everywhere, but just really beaten. You can obviously see the wound, the beating wounds on top of him. Hey, Calamity. Then see these big double doors of the largest building. One of the doors is on a broken hinge. Looks like it's been kicked open. The interior, you'd think, was once a meeting hall of the sort, or a communal mess, and a place of prayer. Now shows signs of burnt wreck. Burnt cloth curtains still hang, creating what you think were walls, maybe, using curtains as walls to block off certain areas. By a fleetstone block lays 4 burnt corpses, all huddled together. Either 2 of them are halflings or children. You can't really tell, as they've been completely scorched, burnt to a crisp. Their skin and their clothes have become one of their skins if it hasn't melted away, and their skin is basically all but burnt. They show no signs of hair. And behind them, bracing them up, is what you can plainly see as tieflings. As you notice that though they are burnt and scarred and horrid as well, like the smaller beings, you see protruding out of their foreheads and curling back, but then cut off after only a couple of inches. Their horns gone.
The ivory.
One section of the hall's wall to your right has sort of collapsed outwards, like it's been broken apart from the inside and splayed out on the ground, with smoke still smoldering out of a fire over to that side, just outside that busted down door. So basically where I put it on the map. Sorry.
First thing that came to my mind when you said Ivory was the Jumanji villain.
Who was also played by the father.
What? Oh shit!
The hunter.
Really?
The actor who plays the hunter is also the same.
I never really paid attention. Hey.
Yeah.
He's only in it for like a bit of the backstory, isn't he? Or...
Yeah, but then becomes the main antagonist.
But it's not literally him; it's just the same actor, right? It's not like
he went to hunt
That's
down
not a
his
bit-
son.
That's not a bloody like.
No.
This whole
it's
time he's just been trying to
the
bond with
same
his
actor
son.
playing two characters.
Okay, good. Because I was thinking, holy shit, I'm
How
looking at this
dare
movie
my
totally different
son?
now.
How dare my son run away? I'm gonna fucking go kill him.
How dare you?
That movie's actually quite depressing when you think about it.
Yeah.
I rewatched it this year. That's why, I remember it's awesome. It's actually really good. Actually, rewatching it as an adult,
It's a good movie.
it would have been. I see why it's terrifying as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, I think it did get banned and got scrutinized because it's too scary. And I'm like, holy fuck! Like, the CGI might be a bit dodgy, but it's fucking quite scary. It would be for kids. It's quite fucked up. Like, they're drowning and there's spiders trying to kill them, alligators. Like,
Giant
holy shit.
mosquitoes fucking
Oh,
killing people.
terrifying.
Jesus Christ.
The monkeys are like the craziest pieces of shit. Oh my god, they're crazy. That car went through a lot
And they're
of shit.
scary looking too as well.
I know.
Han
That was
Solo,
good.
come
Yeah,
back.
would watch that. Watch that again. I recommend. I haven't watched the new one though.
Robbie's reviews, ladies and gents.
Sorry, I'll stop
It's all
reviewing movies. Sorry, guys.
I like the
The
new
guy-
one as well. It's funny as fuck.
So
I'll
bringing
watch
the
it, I haven't
mood
seen
back
it yet.
in, bringing the mood back in, you've arrived at this ruined camp, still smouldering woodwork and thatch-topped buildings. Most of them burnt down. Horrible ends have been met for multiple tieflings and humans and dwarfs, and what you could think be halflings. Ikram, with your
Yeah,
your
I'm listening.
spirit wood staff, the crippler, you used to call it.
Name hasn't changed.
The gems within it begin to pulse in a way. The spirit wood that's wrapped around these gems begin to turn light blue. The wood of the staff begins to feel cold as you're standing around it, looking at all the dead bodies. You see wisps of smoky blue light from each other, from each of the corpses. Each one's chest. From their chest, a orb of yellow and blue light begins to float up into the air. So you see all these yellow and blue tinged orbs of wisping smoke come out of the corpses from what you can see. What are the rest of you doing?
Looking for survivors.
So what does that actually, just reading does it just glow when, and there's a natural connection to magic?
It's finicky. You haven't really touched on it since. Yeah, so it's a natural connection, and it can randomly do this, but it's done it once before where you've seen this sort of sense. You remember back in the Mare of the Dead when you guys stumbled upon the lizard folk camp. You saw the floating blue lights of the will-o'-wisps. As you saw them lead off into the swamp, you then saw as you approached them, some of the wisps turned into slain spirits or ghosts of fallen people within the mare.
Interesting.
Has anyone got a phone?
Casimir, would you have any idea what
Yeah.
this
Need to make a
means?
call.
Casimir
Hello,
can't see it.
Ghostbusters?
Oh, Casimir can't see it.
No, it's only you.
All right. Can I go closer to one of these bodies and just hold my staff sort of near him, just to see if the staff reacts to the body that's dispersing the light?
Okay, so the closest one to you is the dwarf. And as you go over to the dwarf, you see that the light blue tinge of the orb begins to smoke out and shapes and forms into this dwarf, this spiritual apparition of the dwarf. And it stares up at you with its spectral eyes. You see that the flow of the ghost's billowing ethereal smoke kind of flows with a unfelt current as it billows down towards the southwest and continues off as if it's
Chasing something?
well, not chasing something, but it's got this smoky aura to it that's like flowing towards the southwest.
Oh, so it physically isn't moving southwest. It's
Not
just kind of
like yeah, it's kind of floating in front of you, but it's emanating from it this blue spectral smoke that flows down as if it's a bit of like it's getting smaller and smaller each time as seconds go by. But as like a smoke trail, like a smoke trail.
okay. I'm just gonna go. Hello.
You see he raises his right arm and points towards the hall.
I'm gonna head over towards the hall then.
And it kind of cups. It's blue, no, it's yellow light that's right above its heart. This all of yellow light. He says in a heavy dwarven accent, "Salvation."
What's the yellow cup? Is it just literally a cup of like?
Oh no, like he's cupping with his hand. So like
okay.
he's cupping with his hand, and where his heart would be is like what you can see a yellow light.
I'm just gonna see if can I reach out to try and touch him or touch his chest and cast healing word and just see if that does anything.
You see your hand passes straight through the creature and your magic.
Oh no, like so just kind of so I'll go through it, but then I'll kind of linger it back and then cast healing word on him and see if it, because it's a vocal, it's not a touchy one.
Okay, so as you
Just
put your hand
see
through
if it works, does anything.
Yeah, you put it through his chest, and as your hand goes through it, like this small smoke trail begins to more heavily trail out of him and wisp down towards it. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, Tuna, thank you. Oh,
Is that 40? Holy, thank you.
Of course, the nat ones coming at us, guys. Dodge them.
nat one.
Thank you.
Thank
Is
you
that
very
what it
much.
was?
Everyone's so generous.
Just
tonight.
all nat
I
ones.
am back up to 8 nat ones.
The thing is, we've nearly hit the goal
I think
Why do this?
I've got 0
in
nat,
one
nat
session.
20s, 0 advantages.
So that means you're just gonna have to start giving them out more often, then I guess.
Well, GG it all. GG.
Can our nat 20s override your nat 1?
Nah, I think we discussed it that we can't do
You
that.
can't.
Because then it's just
Okay.
like wasting
Can't cancel
people's
on that.
donation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
true.
not it's still going to the charity. but
Let's throw some dragons up for Tunath. Thank you, Tunath. What a wonderful person. More than that once for me.
Seriously, we've almost reached our goal. We've been playing for like an hour.
75%.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, that's insane. Thank you.
Wow.
Okay, so
Don't stop
As you put
donating
your
though,
hand-
guys. It's okay if we go
Let's hear
over.
some yeah, we just leave it and it just I think it goes like 150% whatever, doesn't it?
all right, so Ikram, as you put your hand through it, you see as you've interrupted the spirit, like the ghost's form, more spectral smoke begins to billow off harder and harder, and as you draw your hand away and cast your healing word, you can see a little bit of radiant energy of healing kind of wisp out from your voice, kind of encircle the yellow orb, but is then whisked away with the smoke trail down to the southeast. As you then look around, you can see that the human that has been impaled by the javelins is also standing next to his corpse and points towards the hut and says, "Safe."
Is this the hut here?
No, it's this big one here.
Oh, okay.
So it's pointing towards that big one there.
I'm just going to look over at Casimir and be like, come this way. And start heading over to the hut.
Right this way, sir.
I've seen shit.
As you begin to approach,
How
all,
high are you right now?
as you
I'm
begin
just
to
like
approach,
I'm just like emptying out my pipe.
Your bong water.
getting ready to go again for round 2. Yeah. As you approach
Round
and go
47.
past, as you go past each and every of the ghosts and of the corpses, you see their spectral forms appear and then point towards that hut. And as you pass them, it's like their spectral forms give up and then just go with this somehow intense breeze that's blowing them down towards the southeast as they all just...
I'm just going to say to Casimir that I'm seeing the spirits and they're pointing me in this direction.
I see dead people.
It's just like, yeah, mate. You see a lot of things,
Give
mate.
him a little bit of like a.
I think it's through the staff.
But he'll listen to him anyway, even though he's a bit skeptical.
It's like, how are you today, Dad? Remember last time you said you saw things?
How high are you?
Went to
No,
jail.
it's high. How are you?
Well, the last time he saw dead people, you ended up at Dragon's Lair.
Oh no.
Yeah.
There's a dragon in the hut, isn't there?
I'm going to go in the hut.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'll
so
go.
go in the... So you both appear go into the hut.
Like
You
cautiously enter the hut. I'm not going to like kick down the door and do a Gregor.
Luckily, this one probably doesn't have a door.
Or explosives in it.
As you
That was a
wield
great
your spiritual wood staff, aka the crippler, and have it forward, Casimir comes in. You're at the ready as well, prepared. Ikram, you see these ghostly apparitions. It's confirmed they're not halflings, tiefling children. As this small tiefling family of 4 stare up at you and point over towards the busted door towards
Wait, as
your
in
right.
they're a dead one or they're alive? Like,
They're dead.
oh, okay.
Their ghostly aspiration stare up at you. Damn, Daniel. Tuna.
Tuna.
Fill up the bar.
Oh, look at Lucky Ikram.
All right, Ikram.
So my chat hasn't caught up yet.
That's all right.
No, it's in the Streamlabs. It pops up.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much, Tuna. Thank you so much. So for druid solidarity between 2 druids, let's give Ikram a cool loot item.
Oh, is that what happened? It still hasn't caught up yet.
No, it's
not in Twitch
Streamlabs.
chat. It's
Yeah, it's not
because
true.
they got the bot thing open.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
We're just the plebs.
I'm just sneaking.
So what
sneaky
happened?
look.
Behind the scenes secrets.
So what
yeah,
happened?
right.
Sorry.
There was a donation by a wonderful, wonderful person by the name of Tunath, who also plays in the Vice campaign.
That's his
He
real name,
plays a
by the way.
druid as well.
Oh, thanks, Mark.
And so,
Druid
with that,
love.
for Druid Solidarity for $25, and Viridian Knight for a Goda for another 25. Who gets something?
What is
All right.
going on?
Viridian,
We got a
let
war
me
going
know
on now.
what you want to do for 25. You can give nat 20s out to the players. I don't care.
Alright, guys. 1 hour in, already reached our goal.
Well,
So if we keep up at this pace,
don't say it. That's enough. You're being generous enough, everyone. Oh,
Insane.
we're
I'm
gonna
just gonna
need
throw cats out just because.
we're gonna
we can
need a
now.
bigger bar.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Does it just keep spilling off onto the like? It'll
Yeah.
eventually get over
Does,
to our
does it
map
actually
and
fill up off the bar?
I don't think so.
I
I,
don't
think
think
it just
it
says
does.
percentage changes.
it's just going to start pouring off onto me and Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it falls on top. You know, drown.
Well, actually, drowning money wouldn't be the worst way to go.
I don't know. Game of Thrones season 1.
Oh,
True.
All right.
I'm resistant to fire.
Let's give Ikram.
you're resistant to not breathing there?
Let's give
Sorry, what did I end up
Ikram-
getting?
I need you to roll for me a. Let me see. I just got to count real quick.
It's all up to the roll.
Yeah, it's all off the
Ah,
roll.
fuck. That's
Yeah.
not my strong point.
Rob's weakness, rolling dice.
Doesn't play a
Quick.
major part in D&D or anything.
Quick, send him a. Can you use advantage dice on a magic item type thing? So like you can do 2 dice and then choose which item you want. You know what I mean?
No, it's not. It's not going to work like that. No.
Or get like a nat 20 so
But
you
if
can.
he-
I don't know.
But if Rob donated $25, he could roll twice.
Yeah, I missed Curfew 777.
All right.
Belvin's
I remember the
favorite
first time
Replaced
it
with the
came up.
upgraded version.
Yeah.
I think that guy was just full of BM.
Oh, everyone in that 20 and Belvin too.
All
Favoritism.
right. Roll me a d24.
How the fuck do I do that?
All right. So
If I just roll a d20 and a d4, is it...
Why is Belwin a lady?
Oh my god!
That could be a good thing, though.
Yeah, yeah,
I
'cause
think
it-
it just chooses from a list, dude. It means it's
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
24.
My
I think
d4
so.
rolled higher than my d20.
It might not be a bad thing, though.
Piss off. Oh my god! Just hit me. We just reached our goal. Holy crap! Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
That was the point, I think.
All right. So 6.
It's like perfect, too. It's like
I think-
exact.
I think Thrassos is talking about Belvin.
Yeah.
Yeah. What Tunar said. Because if you roll a d20 and a d4,
Ah.
you can't get below 2.
Yeah.
Like,
So copy,
like whatever the
and
one is,
paste
you
that.
can't get it.
copy and paste that. Like I was going to explain, but I was like,
Yeah, that's.
Unless 6 is a better item.
That's much better.
Yeah, you're
all
right.
right, 18. That's it.
Yeah. Maybe 1 was
So
the best
this
item.
item's going to be 3 times as good as what it would have been.
I don't think it works like that, does it?
It's
They're not in
simple
any
math.
certain order, are they? I assume.
Let's find out.
This is fun rolling for items.
Yeah.
I think I got an item once doing this.
Oh,
I think
I
I got
remember
an
which-
item once.
Which item was it though? That's the thing, I can't remember.
Probably a griffin.
I got an item once.
No, I rolled for that griffin. I know I did. Fuck, that was terrifying times.
okay. Here you go. So on this table, it's not just uncommon items as well. So I'm just going to do it anyway. You find, as you're looking around and the bodies put the ghosts point towards over to the side, you see this. Someone catches your sight through the rubble of the blown out wall. You guys all got nat? All right, so everyone gets a nat 20 and Bell gets 2. So count those in, guys.
I have a huge sum of 1 nat 20s. I assume everyone else is in like the same boat, except for Belvin.
So, you see this small crystal sphere that looks to have a supernatural sort of rolling storm within it. This small little crystal ball, probably about that big, or probably like no bigger than a golf ball. As it catches your eye, as a flash of lightning arcs inside it.
Isn't that a Harry Potter item?
Mm-hmm. Could be.
Sorry, getting...
It isn't now for copyright reasons.
As you go to reach down towards it, you hear a groan come from the. Yeah, So you hear a groan that comes from the rubble as well, as this little orb is right next to that rubble. Like you hear Casimir, you hear the groan as well.
Where was that coming from? Sorry.
All right, to your right, where the blown out wall is, and there's all debris outside of the building, just to the side.
Ikram. I'll signal for me to come and head over to where I heard the.
Oh, I'm
groan.
assuming I'm already over there because I'm looking at the orb.
Yeah, so
I'll head there as well.
all right, so yeah,
Have
you
a
can
look-see.
hear just it looks at you just underneath all this wood. You can see some light grey skin, just patches, and between ragged clothes as well from within. But there's too much debris on top to see, like, make out the form completely. You just hear a person or such groaning.
What color skin do you have, Casimir?
It's like greyish.
Is that like a family thing, or is that like a
Yeah, it's
like
like
dude,
a
like tiefling color skin? What does that mean?
in D&D lore or in whatever the fuck I chose.
I don't know. Like, I was just wondering. Like,
think-
say if you
well-
saw a same color skin, was that mean you're related,
Yeah,
or
well,
what?
there's like different like species of tieflings, kind of based on because tieflings are like affected by some infernal presence, like either like their family made like a pact with a devil generations ago. There's some sort of influence by devils.
Okay.
So there's like all different sources that it can come from.
Have
So,
you?
yeah.
I was just trying to think. Were you told Sandstorm anything about? Like, you know nothing about your past, do you? You're too young, or
Yeah, pretty much he doesn't know. He doesn't know much.
so like.
But
there's a possibility to like see you could just like come across your family or something because you have no idea.
yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
but
Okay,
there's
it's
not
just
many,
like
there's not heaps of tieflings. So.
I know. I was just thinking like if you see another grey skinned tiefling, does that mean?
They're the same like
They could be
sort of
related.
subspecies. Not necessarily
Subspe-
related,
okay.
but they can be like same sort of
Okay.
species.
Yeah, cool. Quick, save it. Could be your mother.
She's dead.
So,
I'm going to kind of just leave the orb for a second and help this person with Casimir.
Yeah.
all right,
Try
so
and clear away.
Like I'll just probably, I might just like because if that's what's attracted me, I might just grab it, pocket it, and then go and like rush over and help that person.
Do we think
Right,
we
so
can
you-
move
And
the
look at it
debris?
later.
It's not going to collapse or anything.
no, this is like shot out of the wall onto like the outside of the building. The building itself is already like started to like crumble and fall, but it's not at risk
like
of
a-
collapsing.
Separate little section.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll start moving some of the debris off.
How close are we to leveling up, Kyle?
I think we
right
just
now-
leveled up, didn't we?
Depends
Yeah.
on how much you donate.
The both of you. Well, they leveled up probably about
Don't
Pay
this
to
is false
win.
advertising here.
I know.
sessions ago.
Sorry, I'm lying. When did we
Two
level
sessions
up?
ago?
We leveled up.
It wasn't long ago.
When we
2
got
episodes ago.
when we finished the castle. So yeah, 2 sessions ago.
Okay, so yeah, about 2 sessions. All right, so
I just had to put that up there, Luke, just to
oh,
clarify everything.
We're making way too many like pay to win jokes.
Yeah.
so many pay to win, it's ridiculous. Stuff it, guys. All right, so you guys both see. I need you to make a strength check for me, please.
Ooh. My
Can
my
I
one
use
weakness,
my
manual labour.
smart, my wisdom is my strength.
Yeah. Use my psychic powers to move.
You can turn into a bear.
I am
and do
not
that.
very strong.
All right, as
I
a
am
group,
stronger,
DC,
father.
as a group DC, you needed 15, so you are both successful
Yes.
in lifting the rubble up and
Freeze
underneath.
frame high five.
Too slow.
Underneath, you see the. Oh, that's not it. As you clear away the debris, you find underneath is this tiefling. You see one of his horns has been broken off. As I'll bring him onto the map. See this tiefling. He's got this swept back, stark hair. This little white stark goatee. His fur trimmed cloak, tattered, cut up, and everything. He's what's it called? He's jerking underneath, bloody, bruised, and beaten as well. And he's just laying there, just in pain. Just you see his eyes are kind of flickering. It looks like he's been here for a while. He's in at least intense exhaustion or insane dehydration.
Yeah. Whip out.
Do you want to take care of the exhaustion?
Can you heal him?
I'll heal him, but I think the exhaustion
I'll
I
give him
can't
some,
fix, can I?
Some water skin. Just put a drip in him, mate. You're the druid.
Doesn't mean I'm good with needles.
You're a junkie, though.
Mate, I inhale. I don't needle. I have standards.
I don't know what you've experimented with over the time gap.
You definitely do, because you like your wording. I don't needle. It's like, who says it like that?
I'll cast Healing Word.
Ikram had a punk phase during the time skip. He tried all different shit.
All right. So healing word. How much did you heal him by? As you
10.
offer up a little bit of a prayer, and his head then turns up after you say it, and looks up and says, "Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome,
Water.
Top Deck.
Water."
Top Is that his name?
That's why I'm calling him Top Deck.
Because he's here.
Yeah.
You see, he's got this
He's
nice kind of
awfully-
shaved side.
Awfully well groomed for someone that's
See?
under a pile of rubble.
He's a lot dirtier than that. You see, he's still wearing a tool belt with tools in it still. Underneath, you also see that he's completely... he's just completely a mess. Completely dirty and everything. I've just lost my complete train of thought.
Sorry.
That's all right.
You fed him water?
Shoved it down his throat. Can I? Yeah.
Thank you.
If this wasn't so like serious, I'd just.
You need water.
Seriously, thank you. Where did you come from?
Yeah. Where did we come from? Lork.
And he just looks at you, and after he after he kind of like leans down onto the side of the building, Belvin, you lead Kayla basically into around the area. So Belvin, you can come in at any time.
Thanks for the follow. I think there was someone before that followed.
I'm here now, guys.
Hey, mate.
Hey guys, what's
Hey.
going on?
How you
Oh
going?
my god, dead bodies everywhere.
You're a bit sweaty, mate. What have you been doing?
Stealing
You see
that
dead
treasure.
bodies everywhere.
Oh yeah, just moving the pretty important stuff.
Just doing the shit job because no one else was there.
We're sorry, we're like all like
The one guy that
turn
can't
into
fly.
a bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean, I could have left too, I guess. You know, I didn't
You could
need
have
to
left.
carry this cart. You know.
Wait, is your horse carrying it? Could you just tell your horse to do it for you?
Yeah, but I mean, like, probably
Does he
not
have a-
well.
What if the horse steals the treasure?
It's the horse would be
can
very
you trust the
reliable,
horse?
wouldn't he? I'm sure it's like it's like your horse spiritually. Sure
Yeah,
you
but
can
it's
trust
carrying.
it.
I don't know. It's.
You want to guard
in a
it, yeah. I know what you mean.
cart,
You want to guard it because anyone can just come along and just take you.
If you really want to test its loyalty, leave it with a bunch of treasure.
Yes. That's what you said
Anyway.
of Sandstorm.
Well,
I'm not willing to take that risk. You thieving bastard.
Nah, I don't need to save it.
alright. I'm just.
It all goes back to my keep.
Bell was definitely gonna come in, and just be like, what happened here?
Is
No, I'm gonna
he?
say
Is
Sandstorm's the only one.
Sandstorm still looking around? Is he?
Sandstorm's the only one that I can see, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just making sure if I can look around a little bit and see if anyone's hurt.
All right,
Up here.
make an investigation check. Everyone, there's the only living there are you currently, from what you know.
Ah,
The rest
shit.
are dead, and whatever valuables you think are there, gone. You see like there's broken tools by the dwarf in the workshop, but nothing that could be used.
This is depressing, isn't it?
You're welcome.
Now I get my map out and I'm just like put a cross on it.
Has top deck
Put a cross over top of the
recovered
town.
enough to sort of talk?
Yeah, so after he finishes drinking that, after you guys went on a little bit of a detour, he goes, "Oh, thank you, Threnz. Thank you, Threnz." Oh. As he like kind of leans heavily and goes, "Oh, bless Pelor, I've been saved this day. Where'd you come from? Did you see the red scale in the armor? Is he still around?"
Who did
There was
this?
There was
Red
this.
scale?
Yeah, it was this red scale. It was this. It looked like a man, but it looked like a dragon thing out of the storybooks.
Sounds like
Sounds like a cult guy.
And points at Belvin and says, "It was no bigger than him, but it had a dragon's head. Breathed fire and everything, torched most of us, leading these small little, I don't know what you call it, like these little dragon-like creatures, these green-skinned lizards."
sounds
They
like
just-
that.
Is it
lady-
kobolds or lizardmen?
Make a nature check.
Have we encountered them before?
Both of those, yeah.
Could be history. Oh, I guess they're the same roll anyway. Same. 24.
24.
Nice.
Yeah, from what he's talking about with the green skin and like the scaly green skins and the small draconic dog-like small creatures, you're guessing both lizard folk and kobolds.
When were they here?
I don't know. I've been there for a while, before the storm at least, before that storm hit, so maybe a day or two. There's a bunch of them. Overwhelmed completely. We've fended off bandits in the past, man. They came up on top of the ledge and just hailed down javelins and rocks as the kobolds were up the top, and that dragon-head asshole on top of him came on down with these green-scaled mass giant fighting lizards. I don't even know what they were. Just started slaughtering. Just slaughtered us. I tried to defend Kershaw and Gerelda, but he was scorching them alive when I came in and turned and booted me through the wall. And there I was pinned.
What were you doing here?
This is where we
Living.
lived. This is where we.
I noticed the sign that said "Peace" out the front.
Oh, you
Seems
could
very
read that?
peaceful.
Yeah, no, this is where we've lived for like the last 6-7 years. He tells you that. Oh yeah, I was ran out of Baldur's Gate from living there, and traveled up with his summer's end caravan to north about 3 years ago. Then recently ran out of Secombo just because of debts and bad lucks and ill omens. Apparently, they still not very accepting small fish in town. You think they would be, but no, ill luck. Fortunately, my family didn't survive the winter, but I was found by Geralt Shin, as he points over towards the dwarf and the human that's kind of like impaled through the chest. And he kind of like looks out horrified, and he's just like, "Oh my god, oh my god," and like kind of like squats down and like heaves, and then like crawls back inside and basically sits down along the wall and just in a bit of shock.
Hand
He's just
him
like-
my water skin.
he snatches it and just has a big gulp. Just, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Like
Did
they
they
helped.
You go.
They helped us get. They helped us get away from all that. Apparently, these two, this Shin and Grolth, we've lived with them for the last 6 months, and get away from those who hated us. They were kind people. Sure, it was a little set up. We had a high position. Held off a few bandits before. The Dragon Man in plate. No, he just overwhelmed us. His breath, the hottest sensation I've ever felt.
Did they take any prisoners?
I don't know. I was knocked out and put under that rubble. I don't know.
Did he say that he knows where they come from? Or, oh, he didn't even know who they were.
No.
He's, red scale.
You would never know where they came from.
But where did they go?
Is there any trails like leading away?
Make a survival check, Casimir.
Maybe-
Or whatever
can
everyone
Nick
else
roll
is.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I'm
it'd
not
probably
the
be more
survival
likely
guy.
for me to. I might just venture out now outside, and just sort of have a look for survival tracks and that while Casimir comforts him.
All right. So survival. Yeah, you see leading off in wayward directions out into the rolling hills and grass plain. There are only a few, like in a single, like in a 2x2 or out 3 abreast, footprints that lead out and around the hill to where you can find on the opposite end of the hill a mass of small and medium-sized creatures' footprints, all kind of like the split toe and clawed kind of feature, like draconic sense, clawed-footed. Ah.
Can I also just pull out my staff again real quick and just see, or can I see those and see if I can see those blue spirits again, and just see if they're clouds and they're still shifting
Funny
towards
thing is,
that
I
hub.
picture him doing that like a metal detector wand. Yeah.
There's a ghost.
As-
The weird thing is that you guys can't actually see it, so I'm
You're
just
just
sitting
like-
there
So
like,
he's just waving his stick.
Like, oh
As
shit,
you-
Ikram's really lost it.
just like, where are you? Come on.
As you focus on your staff and
You
try to,
sound even more loony now.
there's a few small trails as it kind of wisps back down towards the southwest. I mean, you see that there's about 4 remain. The ones coming from the small family of 4. As one after the other, the golden light just gets trailed down towards southwest, one by
which
one.
way is southwest? Sorry.
Down this way.
Okay.
And
I'm wondering if that's where they've sent them.
as your staff then pulses with energy, it then hums heavily. And then you feel this surge of energy as if you see the last 2 yellow orbs kind of deviate with this hum of energy from your staff, swirl in and around it, and then absorbed by the staff. as this hum of power grants a charged might to your staff, it awakens. If you check the Spirit Wood handout.
Cool.
Now the Crippler 3.0.
Oh yeah. I wonder if you can find a
So
better
which one am I
name.
checking? The spiritual wood stuff.
Yes.
Ooh.
It's the Crippler 3000.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm just depressed for my my good old friend Casimir.
So,
Because
yeah,
like
Kaz,
not too good. Yet.
Kaz needs to find out if there are any prisoners. So he's going to try and get this guy to come around the camp and do a head count of all the corpses.
You're gonna have to make a persuasion check.
It's like, we need to know if anyone's alive. If you want us to have any chance of helping anyone that's alive still, you need to do this right now. <sighs> 16.
He looks at you and goes, okay, all right. As he walks out, he covers his mouth and kind of looks away, just like, looks at the tiefling at the foot of the door, the burnt family of four, the human that's impaled, the other tiefling down alongside the dwarf who's been slain and beaten. He then points over to towards the hut where Sandstorm's near and saying, Chester might be in there. I don't know. I don't see him out here.
Is it like busted up, or like can I open the door?
Yeah, it's like a little smolder and busted out, but you basically just push the door open.
Yeah, I'll have a look in there. This is just one
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, so
Is there a key?
No, it's not a door
Can you
that
help?
locks.
Ah, damn.
Not a door
not
that
needed
locks.
here.
Very basic instruction. Belvin, you see Nickel kind of go. You see this tiefling kind of go in down across, buys past the dwarf and kind of you see him do a quick prayer as he looks up at you and says, and just gives you a nod, and then goes into the workshop and you see him gather a bag of things and come out holding what looks to be a bag of tools, and his head hung low. He's just clutching them tightly. Looks to be carpenter's tools. Casimir, as you go into this hut, make me a Constitution saving throw. I'm gonna. Ooh,
I think I pass.
I was actually gonna. If it was anything other than a nat 20, I was gonna use a natural 1 for you. But hey, that's fine.
Praise Iron Jesus.
Great. So now I can just use another one of my nat 20s later on. As you come into this room, you have dealt with death and horrible sights before, but you basically see this tiefling. What you can only seem to be a tiefling by a broken horn and cut up feathers and bloody feathers off to the side. This horrible sight of what looks to be a chewed to death humanoid figure. Clothes marks are everywhere. The chest is all bitten open and teared apart. Organs are pulled out and strung out, half eaten. It looks like this guy was used as a food source.
So it's a tiefling.
Yes. You can guess that by the one horn that protrudes out of his head. Of his half-eaten head.
Can I? Hold on, I'm just gonna check my backpack for something. Just yeah. Sort of just close my eyes and gather. Just
Can I ask you a quick question, Carl?
Yeah.
With Toll of the Dead and Power Strike, I can't find them anywhere.
Oh, they're going to be manually inputted.
Okay.
Yeah, some spells you gotta write up yourself.
Is there any corpses from the bad guys around?
No.
Or did
not
they
from-
just...
Not from what you can see.
Okay.
Casimir, you're saying?
Yeah, just sort of like gather my thoughts, and then can I just like basically cremate the corpse, just like firebolt it, and just so it's not a bloody mess.
Absolutely can. So, like, you just hold your hand out reluctantly, and the little arcane sigils and circle of magic swirl in your hand as this orangey golden light bursts in flame and catches the body alight instantly. Just you just sit there and just watch it spread.
Just watch the fire for a bit, and then I'll head back out.
Although damp, the rest of the hut does begin to catch fire unless you want to use prestidigitation to localize it.
Nah, I don't give a shit about the hut.
Okay, so Casimir walks out, and Sandstorm, instantly you can feel heat radiating from the hut, and you can smell burning flesh. Smell burning flesh. You can also like smell like thatchwork starting to burn and smoke billow out.
There's no screaming though, alright? There's no like.
No screaming,
There's
nothing.
no people burning to death. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna back off. I think we should get out of this town before it's like we all burn to death.
We need to
Casimir.
know if there's any survivors. Any other survivors, I mean.
Well, I looked in this area, which area Belvin, I'm sure, would the entrance. Have you sort of?
What's this guy's name, by the way? So just so we don't call him Top Deck.
That's how he is
I'm going to
now.
keep calling him Top Deck.
It's
Burnt into the brain now.
God. All right. So how do you approach him in that stance? You see him, he's like over near Belvin, just like standing there, and he's like looks over towards the horse and wagon. He's just carrying like what possessions he could find. So you got like some basic traveling clothes, a backpack, a little bit of rope, and what looks to be a whole bunch of carpenter's tools.
So has he been around the camp and basically like done a head count of all the dead?
Other than the one he pointed out, yeah, he has.
Right.
So he's like, he said Chester could be in there, and he absolutely was.
There was a dead tiefling in there.
Oh God, Chester.
Is there anyone else?
Shit.
Anyone unaccounted for?
No, everyone's here and dead.
They were too late.
I'm going to go up to Casimir and just tell him that with the spirits that I saw, that they were all like drifting off towards the southeast direction.
Southeast.
So that could be a clue.
That's kind of the direction we're heading to.
Just letting you know, mate.
Just punch that into my GPS.
As you guys, he looks over to you, Belvin, and you two are standing there awkwardly, and goes, "Hi, I'm Nicol. Hi."
Nicol.
Pleasure to meet you. The name's Belvin.
Oh, and he holds his hand out. I guess quite a grip you got there.
Yeah. Come, you've experienced quite a traumatic experience.
Yeah.
We will
These people.
we will hopefully move away from this and get retribution for all the people here.
Yeah. That's. I don't ever want to see this again. And kind of like you see tears well up in his eyes. He's just sad.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder. It's like, I feel your pain. We have been through a similar experience with our own town.
He looks up to you and just goes, "Thank you."
Come, rest yourself in the cart.
And he steps on up in the cart. He puts his filthy, dirty, scorched tools down and just sits down in it.
I was gonna say before that, make sure there's room in there for him, though.
I'm gonna say yeah, there's plenty of room.
Okay, all right,
Yes,
cool.
all your stuff is loaded.
Just like do these ones. let me just move these.
With all this gold.
What's his face like when he sees all the gold? Jesus.
Well,
Uh,
We,
It would
we can
be-
have it covered
gold
up,
stuff is-
right?
We would have
is
that covered
all
up, yeah.
covered. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all uncovered. You guys look like you're just transporting like crates and boxes, and and backpacks.
That'd be a
If,
rookie
you,
era.
if we got the bling, we may as well show it off.
So yeah.
We'll
So
just
as
got,
we
like,
walk,
fucking
like
heaps of
just
chains
just fall,
on,
just
rings.
fucking fall it
Yeah.
off.
Got a crown.
Mate, you need to have your load covered, otherwise you get fined. Alright?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We've got that
have
pile
you
of
got all
gold
that gold
coins
tied
strapped
down?
down with one strap.
One big
Okay.
golden strap.
50-footer rope.
Is there anything that you guys want to do with the camp now that Nicole's back on the back of the cart?
Yeah. I think we should, like, basically burn it down. Because, like, otherwise you're just leaving the bodies there to rot. Like,
So
basically
what, just gonna
cremate all the
fireball it?
bodies. Yeah.
Yeah, like this
Well,
is all man of wood. Eh? We're
or
pretty.
you-
if
or
we
you
stay
can-
here, we're gonna get burnt to death.
They don't
Or you
deserve
could
to
take-
just rot here.
Yeah, or you could take the time, you could move all the bodies into the middle of the fire, and then just light a fire
Yeah.
for
Yeah, we
them.
could put them into a fire.
Isn't everything on fire already? Isn't that what's happening over here?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like small.
So I'm not gonna. We can't really go in there. It's unsafe.
It's smoldering, but it's like just a
Yeah.
small thatchwork fire. You see the big bonfire looks like fresh wood, although a little damp, has been placed around the big bonfire as if it was to be lit. It's lit.
Nothing a fireball can't solve.
So yeah, if you guys want to do
Yeah.
that, you can.
you
chuck
guys,
them
you
all
guys
down.
can all do that if you want.
Can I have a look at my orb and see what that actually is now?
Yeah, you see within this orb looks to be a horrifying storm. Like a brutal, painful storm that you've never seen before. Something of intense power comes from it. But you're not sure, any more sure other than that.
Okay.
Because you don't... Yeah. You're not a mage.
Because you don't know
I wonder
shit.
if I know
You're just
any.
a druid. You're not a real mage.
Holy shit! Shots fired from his own son.
Just laying down the truth. Now they're gonna have to duel for honor.
Jesus. I thought you guys were getting along quite well, actually.
Here we are.
Didn't you have like a moment before?
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably
like some kind of moment. You've had
Oh,
one.
You're talking
moment.
about, you're talking about us two.
Yeah,
At
you had
this
a good
point?
moment, and now you're just going at each other.
Oh,
At
not
this
I think
point,
that's
I
just
think-
kind of the relationship that they have.
I think
Yeah.
we're going to take our break. And I'm going to make myself a cup of tea.
Ooh.
Okay,
It's gonna be
Casimir's
wonderful.
pretty upset. He's found a bunch of
Gonna
dead tieflings
whiz.
killed by the cult. Again,
Yeah. Again.
these guys are like fucking cockroaches. Be back.
Okay, guys, welcome to Tea Time with a Joygasm.
Probably 10 minutes ish, Walker.
On today's episode of Tea Time, I'm going to do a review of my brand new teapot. One sec, I'll just get it.
God. On that note, I'm going to go make a coffee.
Here we go. Let me get the right angle. There we go. Look at that. Okay, this is my brand new teapot here, guys. It is a 600 mils teapot. And as you can see, it has a handle so you do not burn your hands. This is a full cast iron teapot. It has a nice vintage look. As you can see here, it has a lid, well covered. Okay. And now, as you can see inside, it comes with a filtration system for your tea. It is being used at the moment, so I can show you the tea here. I don't want to spill the tea anywhere. Look. You can fit a fair bit of tea in here, but usually I put 2 teaspoons for 2 cups of tea. And it can go straight into there. And it sits very nicely in there. Okay. And this system of teapots is very good to pour. I've had no problems pouring it right down to the last drop, and I haven't had to tip it too much. It pours out at a good constant pour as well. It's very nice. Let's get a little close up here. I don't have a... Here we go. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at the detail. Look at that. You can get now half price at Victoria's Basement. Get that there. Show the other side as well. And there we go. That is the cast iron teapot that I've recently purchased. And it makes great tea. So when everyone else gets back, I will get this thing into use. And that is it for tonight's episode of Tea Time. The end. Okay. Out of what is it? Those TV shows. I'm going to also thank Bragor, Waka Shroom, and Rapid Max for the follows tonight. Thank you very much. Don't think you guys got shout outs. Obviously, thank you to Tunath. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. And Viridian Knight for the amazing donations. And Thralos, I can't really pronounce the name, sorry. 1234 for also the donation. Thank you very much. We've reached our goal already in one episode. It's absolutely amazing. Doing it to a great cause. I'll just put the charity up. Here we go. So everything's below. All the details are below if you want to check there. You can check what you give to what you're helping out with the charity and also what you can do to help out us players. Oh, thank you, Brew. Thank you very much. Us Aussies must stick together. Also, check out our Discord. We get along. We talk a lot through the Discord during the week. Updates, the like. If you're enjoying that, you can go in, talk about anything. Pictures of your cats, your dogs. You know, you can talk about. If you want to ask questions about our campaign, like what we've done so far, we can give you some information there. And also any like feedback as well. Just do it through Discord so we can get back to you easier. You can just give us some feedback of like stuff to improve or stuff with the bot like I was talking about earlier. And also our Twitters. Check out our Twitters. Some of us post more than others. As Boneweave would know. Don't think Boneweave's done a post yet, so he's working right up to it.
I've done like 2 posts.
Retweets?
I think most of them are retweets.
Anyway, now the DM's back, I am going to use this great reviewed product and then put the test, and then I'll show you how it is after. I'll be back.
Wonderful art on Discord, and I just want to let you all know, because of your generous subscriptions and bits from the last couple of months, we are getting new artwork done for our campaign as a new kind of backdrop image from for their triumphant victory against the Black Dragon cult sect on top of Skyreach Tower, where Sandstorm slayed the simulacrum of a Mr. Wrath Mondor, who was also one of the men who tortured Casimir's mother while he was imprisoned. Indeed. I hope everyone's out there is enjoying the show tonight. Let me know if you are. Thank you for being here and viewing. That's probably the best thing that I could ever actually ask for, just being here, watching.
Thanks for watching it. It's probably the best thing for you.
It's really the best thing for me. But thank you. I'm really glad that you're here. You're enjoying that. And thank you for joining the Discord. Thank you so much as well. We try to keep it talkative. We try. We're all busy sometimes. What was I about to say? I was about to say something. Oh yeah! Holy crap! I can't believe we made the donation goal on the first goddamn night. April's just my lucky night, and wow, I'm very, as a DM, the roll for Ikram's wondrous item may have been a bit too OP, and I may not have read that it was, or may not have read its rarity, but I made the decision. I'm sticking with it.
What is it now? I'm curious.
You'll have to find out.
Oh boy.
Now, what do wizards do best?
Magic stuff?
They do. And what does magic stuff tell you?
It tells me you choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. If you instead touch a creature throughout this casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. I actually didn't know that last bit, so I'm glad I read all my spells right, guys.
Yes, good thing we trust you so much.
To be fair, I've got like a million spells to go through.
Yeah, and you should remember all of them.
Yeah.
Casimir does.
To the letter. Yeah, Casimir does. But I have fucking shit memory, alright? So you better.
Hey, aren't you basically Casimir? Isn't
Yeah,
that
except
how
I
it
have
works?
shit memory.
Yeah, well, then you can't be. You have to get better at that, mate.
I'm just Casimir, but shitter.
Yeah. You're not the real Casimir. You're a
I'm
phony.
just a phony.
Well, I'm just going to add it into a nice little handout.
Yeah. So yeah, if I get a chance, I can cast that on Ikram's new item.
Well, now that you're on the back of the cart, or if you're flying,
I'll be on the cart.
yeah.
Hey,
So
who said you could be on the cart?
Mate, this is my cart. It might be your horse, but I made this cart. It's my cart.
Yeah, but this cart would be going nowhere without my horse.
here we go.
you little shit.
Here we go. Here's where that lawful evil character comes out.
It's not my fault. I mean, the
Saying
alignment
what
thing.
now?
The alignment thing. It's
Yeah, no, that is totally your fault. You picked the wrong card, mate.
Mate, it's gonna be your fault if you get burned to a crisp, alright?
Oh yeah, well, would you prefer not to have your cube anymore?
Mate,
What?
don't talk to me on my cube ever again.
All right.
I'd be pretty
So-
sad if my cube was gone though.
Yeah, exactly. Would you prefer to be this alignment compared to not having your cube
Hold on.
anymore?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Just real quick, you can go back through our previous episodes to episode 25, where you can see Casimir lose his cube and Luke lose his shit.
I know.
You were very upset when that happened.
I was sad, but like,
You were so.
Oh
you
no,
were just
you were
like,
devastated.
yeah, I was pretty
You
sad.
did. You were like speechless, and I'm just like, how can I save this situation?
I was so scared. Like, for context, we had to draw from the deck of many things. And I was so fucking scared. And pretty much everyone got bad shit except for Robbie, who got a castle.
Yeah. Which is pretty actually.
Belvin did a very selfless thing.
Belvin's curse.
He reversed one of the...
Yeah.
No, two... Was it one or two of the bad things? But then we got more bad things. No, yeah, because you drew the one where you can reverse an event,
Yeah.
and I got the bad one that, like, destroyed all my items and stuff. And then,
Yeah,
so
and
you
I
you
used-
used that to reverse that, and then you got a bad one, and then I got another bad one. So we're
Yeah.
pretty fucking unlucky.
Yeah. Like I've got -2 on all of my saving throws. So
And I went from good
But-
to evil.
my lowest saving throw right now is intelligence 1. So it's
Yeah,
not
you
too
better
bad.
be sorry. Nah, it's all good. Luckily, it hasn't come up too badly.
Yeah.
Like there hasn't been
I'm actually-
huge conflicts
if I-
with it.
If I get rid of this curse, I'm actually not going to know what to do because all my saving throws will be pretty high then.
You could win the game. That's just paladin things though. They're meant to have really good saves.
Well, I mean, I do have my aura, which is helping as well.
Yeah.
All right. So
Oh, everyone's back.
there was a brief moment, if you would allow it, there, Ikram,
No.
as you were in
Oh.
the back of the cart, trailing along, not a wrong, as the. Why isn't that uploading? It's really strange. Yeah. So
Wait,
as
I
you
suppose
guys,
we're traveling along. Who was where?
I'm in the cat.
as you're back on the cart, and you see that there is this really light trail that leads out from the entrance from where you guys are. So there's like one that goes off towards the northwest and one that goes down towards the south. And that trail follows down along the south. You can see off in the distance it rains into an actual trail. So I'm just going to move you guys back over there as you guys get back on the road.
On the road again.
I'm on the road again.
As we get on the road, I'll ask Ikram if I can have a look at his new orb thing, so I can identify it.
Oh. Just trying to get up all in your business, mate.
That's very defensive of you, Rob. You muted.
Ah, you're muted, Rob. You're muted. Muted.
God damn it!
I was gonna say,
Chat
like,
for ages.
like what are you doing with the conjure animals? What's going
Yeah, I
on?
was like, geez, that's aggressive. I'm just trying to identify your item.
I was just sitting there like, yeah, I'll throw the orb to Casimir to work out and conjure animals. Tidal wave.
Oh god.
I'm going to cast conjure animals and just send out, the multiple ravens again, just to scout out along that trail and see if
Okay.
I can
Yeah.
see
I can
anything.
send out my raven as well, my familiar.
Mate, I have a billion ravens.
Yeah, well, I've got one really good raven. Quality over quantity, mate.
So as this swirl of dark void energy and feathers erupts, McCall flies out and flutters off and around. What creatures do you make, Ikram?
Ravens.
All right,
More
and then
common raven, so
yeah,
one's
and then
like a
kind of-
noble raven.
and then yeah, because McCall has.
I
one
cast
face.
noble ravens.
Sorry, mate, too high level.
So the coming out of the tall grass fly these other ravens, but they're more fade-like in design, flying out.
They're like Pidgeots, aren't they?
Yeah, they're definitely Pidgeots. They're top decks.
I was thinking like the birds that you draw as a kid, where there's just like one line. It's like the top of a love heart.
What about your fucking drawing of the zebra? When we played that
Zebra?
board game
Bambi.
It was fucking
Bambi.
Bambi, mate.
You mean Bambi? Definitely
Bambi.
mean
Just the
Bambi.
greatest
Fuck.
picture ever.
It looked
It
like
was
a
sober.
hot dog with stick legs.
Come
That's
on,
an insult
you're
to
giving too much
hot
credit.
dogs.
Yeah, it is.
That was a classic.
Oh, fuck.
That was D&D, wasn't it?
No.
No, what was that?
No, that was Pictionary.
Was it?
The realization of how bad it really was.
That's even worse.
Like nothing was anything. He was sober. He could write correctly.
I
Everything
wrote
was
not
fine.
to scale, alright? I just meant that the certain parts went to scale.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're off the rails again.
Shit.
Oh,
Of course
we're
they
always
are.
off the rails. All right. So, why isn't this working? I have no idea.
So while he's looking at my orb, which
Yeah.
is
About to be loaded up
dramatic tension.
Jennifer.
as you cast Identify
That's a ritual.
as a ritual. Your eyes flash with a little bit of arcane light as I can't see my fucking thing.
Have you tried identifying the problem?
Well, I'll just cast the spell really quickly, if you do not mind. I'll be able to tell you in just a second. Here it is. There you go. So you receive a wave of electrical energy, pretty much that bypasses through you as the identified properties of the spell comes forward onto you. You learn that you can use this item once per week or once per month.
Holy shit.
You understand that it is power. It is
Unlimited.
strong. Nearly unlimited. The
Does he have
Berserker
the
can,
power?
It's treason then.
the image didn't want to load for some reason, but for all intents and purposes, here you go. Let's just put it into Casimir and to Ikram. It's going to be in handouts, but I'm going to show it to the players anyway. Once per week, you can call upon the orb to use a control weather spell. Once per month, you can conjure a Storm of Vengeance.
It's pretty
That's
good.
You learn and understand that Storm of Vengeance is a very powerful, deadly spell
Yeah, it's pretty good.
of top tier magic.
Level 8 by the
And
way.
that-
Define top tier.
The tippity top.
Orb of Storm sounds cooler than what I put. I put orb thingy with storm in it.
You, Casimir, your robe transmits while you're identifying.
That's why
it.
Luke's our note taker.
While you're
My
identifying an orb, as you're touching this orb and learning its properties, your cloak transmits to you a sensation of ownership, of taking, of being selfish
What, mate?
for yourself. Take this. It's basically screaming at you.
Fuck's sake. Why do you do this?
So I'm just going to lean over to Casimir and be like, so how'd you go with the orb? The orb thingy.
Yeah.
Just as a general query, I'm not trying to be all like,
Oh no, Carl, why do you turn me against him? You bastard.
Because I
It's not
love
me.
you all.
It's not me this time.
Fuck you, Brad. Brad's already been through this. So torn. Yeah, it looks like it could be useful. I think I need to have a bit longer look though. Can't really tell.
no worries, son. Take your time.
Ow, it was that easy. It was that easy.
Like candy from a
I'm
baby.
assuming I'm oblivious to him being an asshole.
You can make an insight check if you don't trust him.
No, I'm your
Oh no, but I
flawless
trust him because he's
son.
my son.
Yeah. All right, then yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god. I'm
Okay.
sorry, Robert. I didn't want to do this.
Casimir, you feel the
You're that shitty teenager that I hate you, Bob.
It's not a phase.
I hate you, Bob. I'm taking this. This is mine, Mom. As you can't take away my orb. As your cloak is very happy with this. Very happy.
I want to know what Storm of Vengeance is.
It's completely dumbfounded that you did that to such a close and wonderful friend. Friend? Well,
The cloak that's urging me to do it is dumbfounded. Fuck you, cloak.
it's just like, oh, good. The closest betrayals are the best betrayals. As it doubles, knowing that you stole from the man who raised you. As you gain,
Nice.
instead of having,
It's more like
instead of
borrowing.
the cloak, yeah, we'll borrow.
Permanently.
Exactly. As you,
To be honest, like as Ikram, he wouldn't care if Casimir took it anyway. Like it would make more sense if it's a wizard or a mage item.
You are a mage, though. You're a druid.
Okay,
need-
a more knowledgeable one who's actually been trained on this shit.
as your cloak is so impressed,
It's
it
a pretty cool
allows
spell.
you extra access to its own senses, as you now gain fire immunity
Cool.
and
That would come in handy for a druid who's into nature, wouldn't it?
a +3 on all saving throws, and a +3 to intelligence score. I also need you to roll a D8.
Holy
for me.
shit. Thanks for coming, Owaka.
Yeah, thank
Hope
you.
you
Walker.
enjoyed.
Thanks, mate.
What was that?
Thank
a
you to
D24?
whoever
Holy shit.
gave me that item too, the lovely donator.
Tuna. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the item, by the way.
Really glad you gave it to me.
Fuck. I didn't want this. Was it a D24?
Yes.
Just roll a d4 and a d20.
What'd you roll? 17.
17.
All right.
Yeah, Henworth. If you scroll down below the stream, we've got a list of donation rewards. That cloak, man. Surely there's like a huge drawback.
You now gain a new character flaw.
Yeah, there it is.
You became dangerously obsessive and sadistic.
What's the benefit of this cloak, out of curiosity?
Oh, it gives a lot of good benefits, but it's like, it's basically trying to make me
Sounds-
evil as fuck.
This is sounding
Because
quite
it's
familiar.
it's like a
Yeah,
demon
wasn't there
skin.
some character
Isn't
from
it?
last
Yeah.
campaign?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Belvin,
Something similar, maybe.
I really wanted to avoid.
Belvin, your divine sense picks up on some intense fiendish aura from right behind you on this calm autumn's day. All you see behind you is your friends in the wind. Oh, you hear the wind. You don't see it.
Yeah.
You get the gist.
So Belman's just kind of skeptically, just kind of looking around, just.
Even your divine sense goes off. Like just automatically, just this fear presence, and you can sense basically coming from where your friends are sitting. Intense fiendish power.
What? I'm gonna ask everybody if it's coming from in the middle of everybody else, pretty much. We're like used to. I'm gonna say Sandstorm's not there.
Yeah, he's off on his.
Yeah.
Actually, he's on the highest part of the cart having a snooze because of his tabaxi obsession.
And I'm gonna just bored, so I just use Druid Craft and I flower this plant, this seed that I'm just carrying around.
Belvin's just gonna ask, what just happened back here? Something happened back here.
Oh, hi, Scraticus. Nickel looks up and goes, points and just goes, I've just been sitting.
I'm just gonna be like, ew.
What do you mean?
Kazim? I just
Are
have
you
a-
okay there, Rob?
Just joking on noodles.
Maybe that's what it was. Ikram's dying over here.
I just got a sense of evil coming from the back here.
Evil?
The back of you. It doesn't need a description.
In
On the back, on your shoulders.
In the back
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
cart. In the back of the cart.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll elaborate now.
Evil? I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Does he have to lie with this coat?
That's not lying.
Oh no, but like okay. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. I guess.
But I don't even know. Is it like something that you can actually be aware
Is it-
of, or is it something that's like just at the
It's
back
like a
of your
very
mind?
subtle, back of your mind, very subtle influence that like then pushes you towards.
Is
that.
Is it something that Belvin can sense continuously, or is it just like the one time when it
Yeah, the
did
entire
happen?
time that your divine sense is active, which is what, 10 minutes? Or an hour, is it?
Divine sense, the paladin
Divine
ability.
sense.
I thought it
Yeah,
was only
yeah.
like a round. I don't know. But like, there was like a spike in it. Basically, that's what Belvin sensed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a massive spike, huge enough to trigger it.
Yeah, it's a turn. That's it.
Oh, wow.
Until it
And you
lasts.
can use it like equal to your charisma, I think.
Yep.
So what did it do, Kyle? +3 saving throws, +3 int. Fire immunity, and the floor was something bad.
The flaw was you become
Obsessive.
dangerously obsessive and sadistic.
What was this? The what sadistic?
So
You become
become
something sadistic.
dangerously obsessive
Interesting.
and sadistic.
It's fucking Darthus all over again. Tieflings too, man. What do you got against tieflings?
Oh, nothing. Just
Just us.
stop accepting things from fucking demons.
He's like lawful evil at the moment, so of course he would. You know this.
So can Belvin not pinpoint it down to where it's definitely coming from Casimir?
You'd have to activate it again. Like at this point, as you've turned around, it's kind of faded, but it was like a massive, as if like something fiendish licked the back of your neck.
Yeah. Belvin won't straight away, but he's gonna be like cautious of that now.
I think we have to go and put Casimir down now.
I'm sorry, boy.
Jesus Christ. You were like manageable
Hello,
before
Bora.
because like you're my friend, but now
Hey, Bora. Welcome.
I haven't done anything actually evil.
Yeah,
yet.
he hasn't done anything to like
like
show
that
it.
still does that could
Like,
fuck
you
us
don't-
over there.
I know,
Yeah,
I
you
want it
don't
to.
know.
Because originally he was like only evil for his own gain.
Like,
in
yeah,
a way.
he did.
Yeah.
He did what
But
he wanted for his own goals. But now he's
You
got
were
a
still
huge
friends
flaw.
of us, so it's like we gave you something like friendship. But now it's like who knows what you want.
I'm fucking scared. Alright.
Can we like just revert all this? Can you revert all this?
I mean we could have, but I don't have that that card anymore.
Yeah, the card's gone.
Oh fuck.
Thank you for the follow, Henworth. Thank
Yeah, pretty much Thrasos.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
you. You're welcome.
Oh no. What I
As-
learned in previous campaigns is
We're a little bit
Put it down.
traumatized from
put the thing down before it gets too
Stride.
strong.
How long
Anything
is this
that
cape
seems-
now? Is it like epically long? Like I don't know if you know Spawn, the comic book.
I
It's fucking
the
epic.
cave get bigger.
Alright, so big
Yeah.
claws
Have you
are
seen The
coming out,
Incredibles? Hopefully it dies that way.
But like you do see that the cloak around him of this,
Or is it like
blood? This,
Doctor Strange?
oh, it's kind of like Doctor Strange. Yeah, there's blood. There's crimson
alive.
blood like clasped cloak billows around him that kind of grows just a little bit longer, subtly.
Not enough for us to notice it, really, though.
Yeah, unless he stands up.
Like we don't. Do we actually know you're evil?
You wouldn't know.
Yeah, he's
It's
gotten
like
a little.
personality
He's gotten a
change.
little selfish. Yeah, he's gotten a little selfish, a bit more
like,
sadistic.
It
like
is to be a-
ages ago. It
If
happened.
you're just being a dick, doesn't mean you're evil. Evil. Like
But it would have been like a noticeable change because it was like chaotic good to lawful evil. Is it?
can you actually feel like the aura? Is that a thing like we could do?
I think paladins can. Like there's spells and stuff for it. I think.
And brother, so like we've just put up with you, but how should we actually do something about it now? Like I reckon we should.
Well, yeah, you're like next to Belvin, like when all this
Hey.
went down, and you just kind of like
Hey,
moved your
brother,
eyes.
I think we got to really. Before it was manageable, we could deal with him, but now I really think we should do something. Do you know anything about from your
What,
school of talent?
what is he? What has he done at the moment?
Oh, he's just giving off a weird aura, mate.
I just don't like him at the moment.
He's just. I'm worried.
What has he actually done to raise our suspicions that much, though? Right now,
I've known him for years, mate. I've known him. If
my-
I've been
my
my
cat
best mate for
instinct.
years. My cat tingling. My cat instinct's tingling.
All right, how about this? There, Ravi, make Sandstorm, make an insight check.
I just want to kind of like. I might be metagaming a little bit, but I want to just be on a path
A
of
little bit.
fixing. I want to be on the path of fixing my mate. Okay.
Yeah.
I've already,
His
I've,
father's just sitting there in mad denial, just like,
I've,
"Oh, yeah."
I've already got a
Everything's
plan up
fine.
here for it. So,
Oh.
Sandstorm sharpening his dagger. I gotta fix the problem.
Yeah, I got it. The only one way.
only,
The only way, the rogue way.
Right.
Well,
Isn't
other
it?
than that, 20,
Make me an insight check to see if you pick up on the subtle
Okay.
selfishness changes, especially since
I've
like,
known
yeah.
him since we were young as well, so I know him more than most people.
can this be like maybe a couple hours of travel in the cart?
yeah, it's not instantaneous. Like
Okay, it's not like instantly he's just like
Yeah.
got that evil and it's like, man, I've just got a weird feeling about you.
Oh man, I
Fuck,
really
my
want to
shoes
just
look shit.
like dominate.
by the
everyone.
time you guys reach this
Oh my
main,
man.
this main news trail as you're coming down from the hills, coming closer to a much larger, wider river as it begins to open up. Sandstorm, you watch the tendencies and like mannerisms of Casimir, and you just notice usually he gives back magical items that someone else finds, like rare trinkets and stuff like that. At this point, he's clutching it a little tight. His cube is in his hands, and he's like arms are kind of crossed in front of him, held soft as he's kind of clutched over, and you just see these eyes are just kind of darting around.
He's got the orb and he's just like looking into it, like just staring into it.
Evil.
You get
It's
the
like
sense
it's a SpongeBob quote.
though he's been selfish over the last couple of months, he's gotten a bit more selfish over the last couple of months. This is a bit more stranger behavior.
Yeah, I thought I'd just mention to my brother and just sort of say we should definitely start. We should watch out for this. And if you've got any ideas, mate, you're
Well-
probably the best one to know about it.
Earlier today, I did have a large sense of evil energy come from the cart.
Oh shit!
I didn't want to make an assumption, so I was gonna wait until we stop.
Can you focus it? Is it focusing on Casimir?
I can't tell from that first part. I was gonna wait until we stopped and set up camp somewhere.
Okay.
Like by this time, it is rolling on probably. Oh, what was it? It was probably about 3 o'clock when you guys left. You guys found the camp. And it's about 5 o'clock. The sun is like beginning to set over the hills, but it's like not completely dark yet. As you're along the river.
Okay, I'm gonna
You guys could push on
sleep
through.
with one eye shut, one eye open. I mean, same thing, really.
Just change the quote though.
It's the same.
You're gonna sleep with one eye shut tonight.
It's the same thing, isn't it? But just opposite.
It just doesn't,
sounded
it just
so
doesn't
weird.
like flow.
I know.
Doesn't have that impact.
I know. I'm not wrong though. At least.
Right.
Technically.
So, Nick all kind of like yawns, and like you guys have all at this point like gone through a couple of rations, like sitting in the cart. It's been pretty tiring and sore. You've been rocking all around the place. You see just a little like stepped up hill with a pressed down circle clearing, strangely within the grass, as if something large is basically sat there. Well, there was something large there, but it's basically just a whole big circle, like nearly a rough circle of flat grass. You see that there are a couple of rocks poking out that provide some nice cover and a couple of good trees, but
Sorry,
trees
what
are
happened
very...
with the ravens?
Perfect for a camp.
What did you guys want to do with the ravens?
They were meant to come back and just tell us what was going on with the footprints.
Yeah.
They never came back.
Follow the trail, like
Oh.
scout ahead kind of thing.
Okay, so the ravens come back
No,
to you.
that
at
was
some
going
point.
off in a different direction, wasn't it?
All right, so whose ravens were going where? Where's McCall going? Where's the
McCall
Fey
was scouting like the direction we want to go.
Yeah, and mine kind of would have just cascaded in
Right.
that general direction.
So as yours cascade out, the ones that travel towards the east lose sight of any tracks whatsoever and just begin to fly over the forest. The ones that head to the west state that the tracks and trails disappear into the hills towards the west from you guys right now. McCall basically leads you guys to this track and these multiple flattened down circular like flat beds of grass that have been pushed down near these trees and rocks. As you begin to see these, basically points out to you as well that this looks like a very well used trail. It's more like gravel dirt road now instead of this clumping mud and grass fields. And by this time, you pull over, you make yourself some camp, you get the fire going. What are we all doing by the camp? What's everyone's activities?
Oh, I thought the ravens went in a different direction to us. It wasn't the same direction.
Oh yeah, no, I was saying like some
Fucking
went
spread out
south,
a
some
bit.
went yeah,
That's cool.
some went south.
Oh no, when you said
some-
the trail that they led off into, I thought you meant like say we were heading south, and for some,
Yeah.
and the trail was southeast or something. That's what I thought.
No,
you
you didn't hear me
were
say
saying.
that? Yeah. I said the trail that leads out west and disappears into the hills over to the south, more westerly than southwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and that's not the direction we're heading, or that is the direction we're heading.
You guys are heading pretty much south, due south, as you guys find this well-traveled road.
Okay.
But yeah, their footprints disappear into the hills, basically across the river.
Okay.
Nico kind of, after he helps get a campfire started, he's pretty happy to be out and gone. You just hear him start humming to himself quietly, and he's sometimes just tapping on his thigh or tapping on a piece of wood, getting a bit of beat going.
I can hear the
There's a
springs. in
mad
the,
echo.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
sounded like
springs.
sorry about that.
It's the,
the
springs
T Rex
in the
from
hand,
Jumanji, from Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park shows up.
Hi guys.
Hi. What do you guys do? As it's getting dark, you don't really have any large sense of lanterns, and
Set up a camp.
I'm probably just gonna pass out.
Yeah, let's set up camp. And then once that's all set up, what is Casimir doing?
and then we do an exorcism.
Nothing evil.
Quick, hold him down.
Is he,
I didn't do nothing.
is he staring down his
okay,
wall
so
or what's going on?
Nah, that's a bit. That's jumping to
He's got-
conclusions.
he's got all this lore, all this
Yeah.
treasure he's picked up.
He's honestly just like nerding
You
out.
hoarding?
He's nerding out even harder than usual, like reading his spell books, trying to learn new spells.
Oh fuck sake!
So he's got
Pretty
like
normal.
holding one spell book.
Yeah,
in
but
hand.
like now he's just like super focused.
Cube's gonna explode of all the bloody loot he took.
It's really strange. You see, he's sitting there just in the back of the cart, away from the fire and everything. He's just got two books out.
One for each eye.
Yeah. One is right, one is left, and he seems to also have this billowing wisp of ethereal energy, holding up another book in top. So he's got a triangle of books, and you see his eyes just seem to be darting across from each of them.
All right. Belvin's gonna go over. Belvin's gonna activate his divine sense.
So we've got the campfire. We've got everyone around the campfire. The cart's probably about maybe 10 feet away from all the bedrolls and everything. The campfire. As you do approach and you let out this like instant sonar effect. Everything around you from the back is perfectly normal. You don't sense anything aside from a bit of like residual fiendishness from the infernal legacy of Nicol. But in front of you, you feel a monolith of fiendish presence.
Okay.
Send help.
All right. I'm just gonna do like a bit of a hand gesture. Hopefully, Sandstorm sees. Just like come over this way.
Do a hand gesture. Take him out.
like this to him, but like down low. And then I'm just gonna is Casimir sitting down, or is he like standing up, or what's going on?
No, he'd be sitting down. He's pretty preoccupied with the books.
Yeah.
But
And Belvin's just gonna like kind of.
you know that he can't be surprised. You'd know that.
You know,
he's got alert.
Yeah.
He's got the
You
alert
all
feat.
saw him carve arcane sigils into his ear, like behind his ears as well.
I'm not trying to sneak up on you. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna like. He's just gonna squat in front of you and just kind of lean head across. It's like, what seems to be the big rush, Casimir?
What do you mean? I'm just trying to learn. Learning's
There's no
good.
need- Yeah, there's no need for you to be rushing things like this. We've got a bit of a travel ahead.
What do you mean? Maybe if I knew more, I could have saved the camp.
There was nothing you could have done with that.
How
What-
do you know?
It's just something's been irking me a bit. Just curious, is it alright if I have a look at that orb that you got today?
Why do you want it?
You seem to have a lot of treasure there, mate. Why are you hoarding it, mate? Just leave it in the trailer. Just leave it there, mate. It's all good.
Sir, drop the
Can I,
orb.
Carl?
I made this
Carl,
little cross here.
Carl,
What do you think
where
of this
I'm
cross?
sitting quite far away, but I can lip read, so I can sort of see everything they're saying.
Yeah, with your passive
Just so
perception
you
as
know.
well, with your passive perception as well, while you don't even have to look. Like, they're only probably about 40 feet away from you while you're, like, looking up at the cloudless, clear night sky as 2 moons pass overhead. You can hear every word they're saying.
Yeah, I'm just kind of just chilling and just kind of being like, oh, this is weird. What are they doing?
Hey guys, having a nice old chat over here.
But anyway, continue your guys' little thing. I just wanted to put that in there.
I pull out a handmade cross, and I'm like, "What do you think of this, mate?"
Man.
Get out! Get out of there!
The power of Christ compels
holy
you.
water.
The power of Christ compels you.
I don't know any words to say, but
Fucking exorcism.
yeah, hold it down, Belbo. I don't know how it works in D&D.
I don't think it does work. Oh shit.
Oh shit! How do we do this?
Okay, so back to what I asked.
Just think, no, that never happened. Never happened.
Can
Sandstorm's imagination's just gone wild.
I'm just curious. I'd just like to have a look at it.
Yeah, mate. Let's, I was going to value that item. Let me value it.
It was feeling normal until Sandstorm got involved.
Viridians, right? We say mate way too much. Nah, mate.
That's what-
Yeah, mate. Nah, mate.
All right.
He's my mate. We've been mates for years, and I'm just concerned with my mate.
All right. So Belvin asks the question.
I just want to look at the orb. No, it's too dangerous for you.
When he says that,
still
I'm
reading
going
the books.
to use. I'm going to steal it as he's. Him and Belman are talking, and he's distracted. I
Sleight
am
of
going
hand
to
check.
use sleight of hand.
Oh shit.
As he goes to put it away,
Holy fuck.
as he goes to put it away with his left, basically with another conjured mage hand that's holding it out, and goes to wisp back into his cloak. You quickly put your hand up and just snatch it away.
And then I
Does
just
he
hide
replace
it.
it with like a rock?
It's a potato. Just And I put it, and I'm back. I'm like, Belvin, don't worry about it, mate. And I like nudge him, and I like sort of show him in my back pocket.
Just don't drop it. It's probably like a grenade or something. It just goes off.
It's a mini nuke. It just explodes.
But the one thing is, would my divine sense would still be going? I don't think it would have gone.
It's pretty obvious now that where the source of like the evil was.
It lasts for a round, but you can activate it again.
Yeah.
You have another.
that's what
You
I
have
mean.
another
I wanna-
use.
After Sandstorm kind of tapped me a bit, I had a feeling that he might have got it. So I'm going to use it again. I want to see if it's still emanating from right in front of me.
Yeah, not like I'm beside him. So
So
you're not sure if it's a new item or not.
As you breathe in, and just as if you look like you've given up, and just letting out a heavy sigh, within you feel that sonar go out again of your like radiant awareness. Straight in front of you, it's blocked by this existential power of fiendish might that just stares you right at the face, burning with intense hatred and jealousy. And what you see within, tendrils dug into his like spectral like you get a feeling of tendrils digging into his back, not like emanating from him, but hooked into him. You can see through all of that fiendish hatred and vigor. A Casimir.
I'm just going to have to give it to you straight, Casimir. Okay, just how would you describe it? Would you describe it as a fiendish aura? Or an actual fiend attached to him?
It'll be like a fiendish aura, but a fiend in itself, as in like he's either becoming the fiend, or emanating the fiend.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to describe it as a fiendish aura. Because I just feel like that's way too confusing trying to explain it.
Yeah.
Okay. Casimir, I'm going to give it to you straight. You are emanating a fiendish aura from your back right now.
My back.
There is something attached to you right now. We need to get rid of it.
Well, obviously I have a cloak on. Still reading the books.
You want me to do this as well?
Do I remember where he got the cloak?
You remember that the cloak was gifted by the succubus within the Stone Tooth Mountain.
Nah, that's all I would have
In the Dwarven
remembered.
Keep.
Yeah, it was given to the succubus, and then ding. Yeah. Belvin would know that would be it, for sure. If
You want me to?
clicks in his head.
I do a whisper. Use my
Oh.
ring, and I whisper to my brother. Do you want me to steal that as well, mate? Why am I saying mate all of a sudden now?
Yeah.
Just cat things.
I was just okay. Belvin would just be like, "Oh, that's right. You do have that cloak now. I remember that." And then if I get that message from Sandstorm, I'd be like, "It'll be the cloak. We need to remove that.
Can you even
If forced, I have to."
I don't know. We'll find out. Won't we?
Like something like that connected to him, attached around him, keeping him warm. It's gonna be no.
It's hooked on pretty
What
tight.
if I use a nat 20?
Because it's not like just a cloak. It's like the cloak is a living thing.
So I got to cut it off. You say?
Preferably not with the head.
Nah, I don't do
Right.
that. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Alright.
Well,
Okay. Alright.
I don't know.
Well, I am.
What's Ikram doing by the way?
1v1 fighting.
I'm still just listening because I'm being paranoid on these guys, but I'm recalling in my head like the past few days.
Belvin is
Remember-
first.
spells.
I am aware. Fuck off.
Are we gonna have a 1v1 showdown?
Phil's gonna ask Casimir,
I just want to see what they do.
can you remove your cloak for us?
Don't listen to him. You hear in the back of your head.
Man, I'm so fucking torn. Can I just like make a save to make it easy or something?
Yes, you can make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
Does he get affected by my aura?
No, you can choose to negate that if you want.
To negate the...
Or allies. If you're confronting
Yeah.
him, he's
No, you're within Casimir.
Not
You-
forcefully. I'm confronting him as a ally.
I mean, well,
okay. All right.
it's a beneficial
Well, then-
thing to Casimir, so why would he deny it?
Yeah. But you make with his +3 bonus, you do make the save.
18.
Nice.
So you can, if you failed,
Strong-willed.
if you failed, you wouldn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But
if
now
I succeed, I'll
you
be
still
like,
have to. But now you still have to have a choice. You still have to make the choice.
oh, but that's why I made the save, to make it easy. Alright, I'm gonna...
Okay.
Well, that
like,
go with this roll.
Except Belvin, like, he's had good judgment in the past, and I'll just be like, a bit suspicious, but I'll try and take it off.
I think he's always had good judgment, hasn't he? He's been the
As
He's
The
been
calm.
the most stable one
yeah.
by far.
as you go to detach the clasp by removing the 2 thumbs that are on the clasp, you detach and the hand kind of spreads out. As you go to remove it, the hand enlarges into a fiendish-sized hand. It grasps around yours,
Jesus Christ.
and you are grappled and held there. So you see that after he undoes the clasp, the silver pendant of a hand grips around him. As he screams in pain, you are going to take 16 points of bludgeoning damage,
God.
and you're going to take 5 points of psychic damage.
Can I make a?
21 total?
Can I use my sentinel and do a reaction because something's attacking an ally within 10 feet of me? And
Yes.
quickly, as I see that go, grab my short sword as the quickest form and try to like actually
Cut the
that off.
cloak, or cut the hand that's on the cloak.
So you'll be cutting his hand, cutting the cloak. Would be different.
yeah. I'd say the hand.
That's
The
20
hand that actually grew. The hand that grew out and like started latched onto you.
All right, make an attack roll, disadvantage.
Disadvantage. I'm going to use a nat 20 for this.
All right.
Yeah.
Does that work on disadvantage though, Carl?
No, you'll still
So you're still risking it.
Oh, is it?
You'll need to
Oh,
use
right.
2 nat 20s for
Yeah,
Disadvantage.
right. Okay.
Shit.
I will use my advantage instead that I have.
Okay, so
Which will make it a normal roll.
straight roll.
This is intense.
Jesus Christ.
This is. I feel like this is my first roll of the game.
Yeah. It probably is actually. Ooh,
Oh, nice.
All right. Oh, it's a magical short sword too. So you pull out your short sword real quick, and you've because of the arcane flashes on the sword, the enchantment, the hand. You cut off a couple of the silvered fingers that lets Casimir go as you see the cloak kind of billow off as if you've hurt it. Casimir, make a wisdom saving throw as you hear, "Kill them now, you can't leave me. I must be delivered. I must be delivered."
At this point, like when I see the hand, I get up and I start moving over
14.
Roll
quite
initiative.
quickly. Oh shit!
Did you want to put us on a map or something so we can get the tokens? I don't know if you got anything set up.
I
I
think
mean,
I
our
did.
fighting, Casimir.
Sorry,
No, we're
guys.
fighting the cloak because the cloak's flown off.
Yeah, but it's like controlling
Uh,
Casimir as well.
Oh,
The
it's
is
still.
it?
cloak is like floating
Yeah.
behind.
Oh yeah!
Oh,
Like,
right, okay.
it's
I
still
thought-
kind of draped around his shoulders.
Oh yeah, this
At
is like
this
our
point-
first battle, isn't it? Against each
Okay.
other.
I thought you meant when you said it flew off. I thought you meant it like flew off.
No, it's kind of just like lifted up.
It's flown backwards. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, flown backwards, still around. It's kind of like curling around him, and
Yeah.
like that claw is just lifted over as it's like a kind of jumped off in a sense, and
I was
then
gonna say,
like
can
rasped
I-
onto his head.
After the
sorry.
The one
slash,
time.
I'm
The
sorry.
one time.
after the
Fireball.
cut,
Oh, damn.
would from the cut itself, would I be able to activate a divine smite from the cut itself, as it's reeling back and kind of like burn up and kind of explode in a divine smite, kind of give ourselves a little bit more time, or is that too late? I'm happy to, because I'm not sure how divine smite would work if it's like a slash and it works with the weapon, or you slash, leave radiant like damage
Yeah.
on the slash itself, and then you can activate it and then like explodes.
Well, mechanically, it's like if you attack, you can choose to smite. Then it's not like
That's
you
what
have
I
to
mean,
say
that's
you're
what I mean, like-
smiting before you attack.
That's what I mean. Like the cuts you make leave like a radiant light in sense, and then you can choose to like ignite it, sort of thing.
All I'm seeing is some other dude, and that looks awesome.
Is
But
this
I'm cool
Casimir
if-
now?
I'm cool
He's a
if I
giant
waited too
statue. He's doing like this. Rock on, man.
You want to rock?
Get
I
it?
can
Because he's a
black.
statue.
All right. So yeah, you can do that. Roll your divine smite as you cut in through the hand, and you see from the cloak itself, it's kind of the scales are beginning to separate and burn away. Da 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 da. Just got to build a map real quick because I wasn't expecting this. All right, so let me just bring up the initiative order, and we'll just go from there. I'm going to put on some better music.
Maybe. Where's a good spot?
This is pretty
for it?
cool, though.
Oh no! Don't go online banking.
I don't know which map you went to.
Stand by.
Oh no, that's two music's playing.
Yeah, no, there is nothing I can do. Apparently, what?
There's some anime.
This music sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
I feel like I need to be in angel mode with like all these bears like running behind me. And I'm just
Shooting
like,
laser
let's
beams.
do this.
All right,
All these owl bears behind me.
okay. I have no idea what just happened. Then hold on.
I can't get back
Just,
into roll 20.
I'm just going to apologise in advance for any damages Casimir's responsible for.
I've just had technical difficulties. Wow. Okay. Yeah. No. Something. 503 service unavailable. That's really
Yeah,
weird.
that's what I've got
Sounds
with
like-
roll 20 right now.
Corpse Party Tortured Souls opening
I haven't
full.
got that yet.
So, yeah, it's an anime song.
All right. I don't know how to stop that. I don't know how to stop that. I can't
can't
stop
do
that.
that.
No. Wow.
what do
I
you
don't
mean?
know what's happening.
You can't stop.
Okay.
it.
Well,
Could we just go
can't,
old school dice?
I can't get back into roll 20 because it's got the 503.
Everyone get your dice out. It's the time to bring back our
Oh shit.
physical
Yeah.
dice.
Let's see if mine's still working.
Let's just roll it
Wait,
up.
Yeah,
Dice?
mine's still working.
Mine's still,
Yeah, I
scared.
can still do everything.
I'm scared
Mine's
to
there
refresh
too,
it.
yeah.
That's hell weird.
That's all I tried
Yeah,
to
I
do.
don't want to refresh it just in case.
All
You have
I think
real
I can do
dice,
some-
Kyle.
I think I can do some. Pardon? I have real dice. Yeah, we can
Yeah.
use real dice. I'll just try to get onto my.
Do you want us to get out our dice as well?
We just
Oh
have
my
to
god,
be
this
truthful
music is
with
so
our dice.
loud.
I know.
I
I
have to
just
turn
have,
it down.
I have to try it.
My dice are
turn it
dusty.
down, turn it down. Wow, this is fail and a half. I don't know how that happened.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, massive technical even on my phone. Wow.
Okay, guys, while we're waiting for this to be fixed, you can play a mini game in chat. Just type in this.
Thanks for the follow. I'm glad you enjoy our struggles.
Technical difficulties.
And oh, look at this! A dragon flies over above. What happens next? Well, let's try this out. Dragon, what happens next?
Casimir
Let's
kills
find
everyone.
out. Oh shit! That's not good.
Oh no.
Half-eaten sugar pickle.
Nice.
Love it.
All right.
I'm not sure why I didn't have them for you, Viridian. I should.
Maybe
You
it's on
accidentally put
cooldown
a-
because Or is there a space at the front?
There shouldn't be a cooldown, should there?
I have no idea. I can't remember.
All right, let me see.
Maybe there is.
Let's see if there's mod privileges.
Wow, not even.
Try again, maybe.
Mod privilege.
Wow, even with a different browser, it's not good.
Man, what is going on?
Maybe roll 20s just dropped. I'm gonna grab my dice.
Yeah, grab your dice.
Okay,
All
let's
right.
see. Gotta dust them off. I got mine have been dusty.
All right,
I don't want to get
Shit.
dice.
that's hell. This is hell weird, ladies and gentlemen. Technical difficulties.
shit.
We're going.
Let's go test it.
And also, the mini game's not working either. What the hell?
I wonder if there's like,
Everything's broken. Even the mini game to save the other part of the game is not working.
What?
What is going on?
It's the cloak.
Let me check the mini game.
the cloak's got us.
It's got us all.
Well, roll 20 is definitely not working because it was
That's
a
why
tweet.
it works for me because I'm like, I'm cool
Oh.
with this evil cloak.
Oh no. Okay. All right. Yes. Thanks for the
Nah.
inconvenience.
It shouldn't matter, Kaya. If you type !dragon, then just a word, it should work.
Yeah. I'm gonna look into it. It's just like weird.
All right.
I think we are cursed,
So-
actually.
Yeah.
Cooldown is only 60 seconds.
Thanks,
I
Thrasus.
just gotta wipe all the dust off of them.
There shouldn't be any problem. It's not like
I don't know where my actual dice are.
This is my dice from Maple.
Oh
Holy
wow.
shit.
That is.
Do you remember
old.
Maple?
I can't even remember my first character's name. I remember.
you can't remember?
I remember the River
Oh, I only remember
Wizard.
because I wrote Maple on it.
Ah,
oh wow.
I
Okay,
remember
yeah,
the
I'm
River
gonna
Wizard, but I don't remember his name. Now he's just
What was
faded into
Maple?
legend.
I think that was
Maple's a ranger.
He was a ranger. Yeah, it was a
yeah,
beastmaster.
Ranger elf though. Yeah.
Beastmaster.
Now we just show off our
Still
dice
has to
while we
have
wait. Oh shit! It actually is dust. You can see the dust on the container.
Oh, mine's kept in a box, so it's dust proof.
Oh yeah, well like dust on the container.
Oh no, I mean I can keep the dice container in another container because with my other dice.
All right. Are we ready for
Focus.
this? Do we remember how to use our characters?
It's not in focus. There we go.
I'm sorry, but I'm not using
No.
actual
With
dice.
our
'cause
with our powers combined.
I have
have-
access
You
to.
have roll 20. Good. And you're a wizard.
Here's
This
here's
hasn't
my
been
dice,
rolled in
guys.
years. Roll it. You need the lid though to finish it.
All right, we're going to be playing by the honor system, so I hope you guys remember how to
You can
use
just do this.
I have the stream as my witness because I'm going to use roll 20
Okay,
still.
cool. If you could open up the character sheets in some sort of way or form, hopefully.
I think I
Right, guys.
have access. Do you see that, Luke?
Yeah. 16.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna
Alright.
I'm gonna draw in some people. This is Casimir.
All right, so you guys are basically within a small area, small confined area, so don't think too much out of the box. There is nothing around you but grass fields and this cart. So you have the cart, bedrolls, and a fire, and a tiefling bystander who's now looking up and being like, what the fuck's happening?
How far away am I from the other guys?
20 feet.
Okay.
20 feet away. Well, actually, I'm going to say 40. 40 feet away. You're 40 feet away. All right, so let me just get a book and I'll write some stuff down and we'll get some initiatives going on.
This is great.
This is
I
great.
don't know why the mini game isn't working for our viewers because it should.
I'm just gonna put it out there that drawing with a mouse is probably better than my actual drawing skills.
You should show them Bambi.
That's
This-
a little bit too extreme. All right, we can't just smash him into it like that.
Can't show his trump
Yeah.
card too early.
Yeah, that's my most powerful weapon.
All right.
I don't know what other
Now-
colours you guys have.
Roll me some initiative, everyone. Remember your stats. I hope.
Well,
Everyone rolled initiative before, unless you want to re-roll it.
Okay. Do you guys remember your initiatives?
yeah, it's on there.
Ikram,
We
I
can
can
see
actually
it.
look on roll 20.
Ikram got 10.
I think it's just Brad
I got 10.
and yourself, Carl, that can't have access.
That's real weird.
Oh yeah, I can see Holmes's drawings. They're amazing.
You can watch the stream on delay if you want to have a bit of visual.
Yeah.
Stream snipers.
I think I'm going. Yeah. All right.
Oh, keep drawing.
Are you trying to refresh,
Do you guys
Brad? It's
remember
not
what color
working.
you were in Roll20?
Yeah, it's not working. I tried a couple times.
Alright,
Oh, that's
Belvin,
weird.
you're gonna be brown. Because you're being a jerk right now.
Oh wow.
Pooh Brown.
Oh god, you can't even see it. He's camouflaging. Maybe that should be Sandstorm.
Make it the colours of our words, of our names.
On what? There's like 3 different things.
On the stream, on our names on the stream.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. I actually did do everyone right.
Oh wow.
Accidentally.
Exactly
I mean,
right.
on purpose.
Holy no, you did it like subconsciously. I think you can't do that like fluke. You must have just like felt right because you're all the one that made the colours of the name.
Casimir is just a talented artist, alright?
All right.
Can
Casimir,
I
what'd you
select the character and move it? Or,
I got 25.
get? 25. Casimir, Ikram, what'd you get for initiative?
10.
10. Sandstorm, what'd you get for initiative? And Robbie.
Oh my god, Robbie's gone.
Oh no.
What did
Robbie
Sandstorm
got 20.
All right. Belvin, what'd you get
Fuck, these are some hardcore.
from memory?
It was low. It was 4.
All right. We'll just say.
Oh yeah, Brad got 4.
That colour is actually just triggering me. It's so dark. The brown. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to just delete this masterpiece and draw another one.
Except for the leg.
His leg.
All right.
Oh god, I've dismembered him.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, he's gone.
He gets the camera set up. Wow, the internet is just not good in Australia tonight.
What do you mean tonight?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Tonight.
Ah, yes. Look at it. Look at. Oh, nice man. Except I'm Robbie now.
Yeah, I know. I've gotta adjust.
Gotta adjust. The secret's behind the magic. So
Nothing happened. Yeah. Everyone's just coming to see our shit fight, not for the D&D.
welcome to Technical Difficulties 101.
It's usually not this bad.
Road Screamers. It's
Usually.
not this bad.
Let's see this.
Episode 39, the technical difficulty.
Technical difficulties.
I just
Alright.
don't understand like why we can't get on Roll20. Like, what the fuck?
It's,
And you guys are still on.
yeah, that's
I just wasn't game to refresh it, and it's still working fine. So
See, but like mine had a black screen. The map didn't show up for me. I'm just like,
Oh,
I'll just
right.
refresh it. I'll just refresh it, and that's where I fucked up.
yeah, that makes sense. I'm not game to refresh it because I have like 6 tabs because of all the bear form and shit. So I'm not game to.
Valid.
all right. So Casimir, you're first. Unless he's frozen. Has he frozen? No. Good.
No, I'm just drawing. So what? So Belvin attacked the cloak, and then I failed a wisdom save. So what happens with that?
Didn't you? Didn't you not fail that? Didn't
No,
you?
there was another one.
No,
Oh
there's
shit.
another one.
Okay. Did you plus my 3 to it?
Yep, I got a 14, which didn't pass.
Ah, damn.
Yeah. So with that,
Robbie's back.
Yeah, he's back.
Just want to put it out there for chat before you judge my drawing. It's fucking hard with a mouse.
Alright. Coming
Oh,
from
he's on his phone.
we hear ya.
Shit.
Oh shit, this is working. So my router's is everything. It's about 11 o'clock. Yes, it is. So around just past 11, sometimes TPC like to do servicing, and they reckon it's supposed to disconnect, but it does.
It does every time.
So I just got to reset. So I thought I'd get on my phone 4G. But I got some dice here too, so I can do some rolls. Do you want me
Okay.
to?
Cool. All right.
Can you fix your microphone, mate? Sounds like shit.
That's just my headset. Oh, I can do a walk around.
All right.
It's like
So-
you're vlogging.
Straight off, Casimir.
I think you'd be drinking like a protein shake or something.
All right.
We got a drink
Just
out of that.
Before we start, how far was everyone away so I can sort of position everyone?
I'm 40 feet from everyone else.
Arm lengths away is Belvin as he cut the cloak.
Yeah.
See, I
Sandstorm's
didn't cut
about-
you, Casimir. I want you to remember that. I didn't cut you.
Sandstorm
My
is about
precious arm.
10 feet away. Sandstorm's 10 feet away at the end of the cart. Snuck off. You don't know. And 40 feet away is Ikram. So we'll use the cart as the central point. The cart is the central point here.
There is no cart. Yet.
User, that's all right.
We
We'll
should
use
draw
our
the cart.
imagination.
There's a cart now.
No, I need a drawing of a cart.
Draw a cart.
There's a cart. So where are we in relation to the cart?
It looks like a box.
It's
All
a
right,
box
Casimir,
with
you're in the
wheels.
cart, remember? So is Belvin. Belvin's also in the cart.
Oh, we're in the cart.
Sandstorm is 10
Oh,
feet
we're in
away.
the cart.
I
thought
thought
we were
you guys
next-
both. I thought
I
you
thought
guys were all in the cart.
Because we're camped.
No, remember we
Yeah.
set up camp
No,
and then
you were in
Stop
the
camp.
cart.
Oh, okay.
And Casimir was in the cart.
Belvin
doing
Oh, he was
the-
in it. I thought he was like next to the cart. I thought he was like leaning up against it or something.
No, it was in the shadows in the
Yeah.
cart.
Because Casimir said that he was
In the
sitting
cart.
down
Okay. In the cart.
We
Okay.
moved the cart.
at the cart, sitting down. And now
See, I
you
thought-
two next to all his stuff and belongings.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
all his portions, all his stuff.
That's cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I
Yeah.
interpreted that wrong where he was like next. He was like on like not in the cart, but like next to the cart, next to everything.
And how far was Sandstorm away?
That's all good.
10
Can
feet
you
away
still see
from
me? I minimized. I'm on searching my phone at the same time.
Yeah, we can still
You're
see
frozen.
it's a hilarious frozen image, but we can still hear you.
Oh, okay, but I can still hear. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to roll 20 on my phone.
Alright.
Rob hasn't even got a body anymore.
Nah, roll 20. Roll 20. is broken.
I dropped-
I'll
I
Oh,
get-
dropped-
he's back.
Roll 20 is
I'll get on-
completely down.
I'll get on Twitch chat, maybe.
Yeah, that's right, Brad.
Alright,
You have a
so-
Dorito shield.
Casimir,
As long as it
Let's-
blocks shit.
Actually, it looks more
we've
like
got
a slice of
15
pizza.
minutes. Let's do this. Pay attention. Let's do this. We got
Lucky
15
I brought the dip.
Sorry. How far was Sandstorm away from Kaz?
10 feet.
I'm going to put him behind. Because he's sneaky.
Yeah.
Whose go is it first? What's the initiative?
Casimir's.
Alright. Casimir, Sandstorm, Ikram, Belvin.
Fuck.
Okay.
Okay, I'm in chat.
So
now.
what did the failed wisdom save do, Carl?
Your failed wisdom save was basically, don't let them take me away from you. I must be delivered. Kill them.
I'm guessing I don't have a choice in this matter.
Nope, you failed.
Well, Kaz will say, you can't have it. And hopefully that's good, yep. And then he's going to test out how fireproof his new cloak is and cast a fireball on himself. Because he knows there's people around him.
So as a center point, he closes his books with both his hands and pulls them in. And after you see them disappear into the cube from his hands, a little bead of fire appears and then bursts out. Sandstorm and Belvin, makes dexterity saving throws, please, because you were affected by a fireball.
I'm sorry.
Dex.
Dex save. I can look for you.
It was a plus. What was it? Plus 3?
Plus 2.
2.
Because you got
I got
the aura and then the minus 2.
Yeah. 15 all up.
Yeah.
Oh
Yay,
man,
you
the cameras
What?
the cameras are all wigged out though because you've
Oh,
got
you got your
6
phone.
screens on.
You can just turn it off and on, like the video.
Can you turn your phone
Oh.
off?
My phone's off. Yeah, I disconnected from that.
What the
It's still
There's still a
Open.
6th one there. Can you kick it?
That's
Carl?
all right. I'll kick it.
Kick that phone.
Kick Robbie.
I'm back on roll 22 somehow.
Oh, that's good.
it was just down for a second.
Nah, I'm still down.
Nah, I'm still down. I can't get on it.
It's a big
That's
old-
weird, man. I don't know what the fuck.
All right. So regardless, Sandstorm. Casimir just let a fireball off on himself. erupting out of the cart, singeing up a
Yourself?
lot of everything in the cart, and he's completely unaffected as
Fire
his
in.
cloak kind of like billows around him as
okay.
fire comes out of the cloak as well, affecting both Belvin and yourself. You can make because you have evasion, if you succeed, you'll take no damage, but if you fail, you'll take half damage. So make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, here we go. I hope it's still connected.
Oh.
You add +8, Robbie.
I have Shield Master as well. I remember that helps with dex saves. What is that? I need to remember again.
Yeah. Good thing you got books.
Oh, what the hell?
What?
I tried to open up some of the character sheets and then they just wigged out.
Close automatic. Yeah, they're wigging out. Let's see. If you are
Just don't
incapacitated,
touch anything.
Yeah, shit.
you can add your shield's AC bonus to any dexterity saving throw you make against a spell or another harmful effect that targets you. So your shield is a plus two item, and it is a +2 AC, so a total of +4.
Okay, so I had 15, and now you plus that 4 now. So 19 with it.
Remember, you got a +3 to your saves and a +3 to your intelligence.
Oh, yeah.
That's your intelligence.
I added them in. So now
I was going to say,
my save
that's
DC is
Casimir, not me.
18.
I was just like, I got 19.
Did I dodge this thing or?
Are you using the roll 20 roll, or do you roll actually at your dice?
I rolled a 12.
Oh, okay.
Roll
Oh,
12?
on roll
No.
20. So he
Alright,
takes
so-
15 fire damage.
Yeah, you're going to take 15 fire damage there.
Shit, you asshole.
Uh,
I don't have.
It's not by choice.
and
We used to be
Belvin.
friends, mate.
I take 15 damage.
All right, so yeah, the both of you take 15 damage as the
Okay.
fire
actually-
as the fire dissipates.
Actually, if I succeed dex save with my shield,
You take
don't
no,
I negate damage?
Yeah, with Shield Master.
Yeah, I was going to say, I take no damage then.
Let's read the.
I wonder if there's feats.
remember that's what
actually,
happened with
I'm not going to search for
Firewall.
20 because I might die.
Mhm. That is correct. As you just, you always got your shield on you. It's not time for bed yet, and you're prepared, so you just hoist your shield up and just straight in, touching the cloak, protects you from the flame.
Oh, yeah. Casimir, how you feel about that, bitch?
All right, Sandstorm, your
Pretty
turn.
upset about that.
Okay. So I'm the red one. I even got daggers. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Great visuals.
See, mate? The things I do for you. Ikram's just a green guy.
But where's his cat ears and tail?
So
That's for the premium
Where's-
version. You got to pay for that.
Oh,
All right,
sorry.
so sitting in the
That's-
cart.
Ikram's little.
so are we fighting Casimir? What's happening? We're fighting Casimir or the cloak?
All right, so
The
Casimir
cloak-
has just let off a fireball. Casimir, like the cloak's billowing around him, floating, and Casimir's
Okay.
just fireball. Casimir's in the cart in front of Belvin, and you're 10 feet away from the cart.
Okay. What do I got here I can use? How? So is he Belvin close 5 foot away?
Cat ears.
Belvin's 10 feet away as well. They're both 10 feet away from you within the cart. The cart's 10 feet away. If you get up close, Belvin will
No, but
be...
is Belvin 5 feet away from Casimir?
I'm pretty
No.
much on him.
Okay,
pretty much
sweet.
right up in his
Well,
face.
I'm gonna jump up, do a backflip on top of this rock, and as I'm in the air, I'm gonna throw my dagger straight at the cloak.
All right, make an attack roll.
28. Not even bullshit.
Crit. He crit.
Damn! All right.
Did you?
He
did you
actually
really?
crit.
I actually crit.
Stream
So,
proof.
Straight into the cloak, and then the arc of light. I just turn to an arc of lightning as I'm in the air doing a flip, and I just like straight front, and then I go right next to Casimir's ear and go, "I'm not letting you get away with this, mate." I said, "Mate." You keep saying, "Mate," and all of a sudden,
Is he a pirate? Matey.
not letting you get away with this, brother. and I try to stick right into like his cloak, and then I get my other dagger out, and I'm like go the other side of the cloak.
I have to do all the stream things. Thank you,
And then-
Thank you.
Rosie, for the host.
Rosie New Zealand, we are having so much technical difficulties, it's not funny.
It's actually ridiculous.
As
Half of us
Roll20
is
has
playing.
crashed for half of us.
Yeah. So that's why we got stick figures at the moment.
Yeah, that's why we got.
What do you mean? This is our high value production.
So then, also, I have sneak attack because Belvin, my brother, is right next to him.
Yeah, he's within 5 feet of me.
Yeah.
So I do another 14 damage. On top of that, and I'm aiming for the cloak itself, by the way, every time.
All right, aiming for the cloak itself. Cool. Let me know the figures of damage. Tell me how much
Okay.
damage.
20. Oh, no, not 28.
12, 19, 20,
I'll let me
30,
do it.
44 damage total.
Minus 44.
Which,
Cool.
if it hits me, that's enough to knock me unconscious.
Dagger would bill it because it is a part like onto you.
So if-
It's like
that would
attached.
knock-
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
yeah, that is on you.
I'll be
So that
on-
is on you. So with that,
I'm on minus
that will
4.
knock you out.
basically.
How much was it all up, sorry?
So can we just keep
44.
kicking him while he's down?
44, nice.
Teach you to turn
then-
against us.
Get it.
The cloak just
Only
jumped in
use-
as well and starts beating me.
I'm going to use my bonus action to grapple
Holy
Casimir.
shit. We're getting all the hosts.
Oh, thank you very much, Tyrant Games.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Tyrant Games. Wow,
Everyone-
it's late.
Everyone's
Welcome to our
sympathizing
disaster
with our struggles.
They're like,
Throw up
that's
some
that's
dragons.
a good drawing there. We'll host.
Very good drag. Throw some
Mate.
dragons.
Oh, you
yeah.
even got the cat ears too. Thank you.
Mate,
Yeah.
what about Ikram's lanterns? The Dorito shield?
All right. So here's the scene. As Sandstorm throws his lightning dagger and arcs the lightning that trails from it, basically into the cloak that then cuts into the side of sit at the back of Casimir's neck. Casimir gasps in pain as Sandstorm appears behind him, and what'd you say? He said something really cool. You're muted.
Who?
Robbie.
Oh.
Well, this
me.
mates for ages. Oh shit. Am
Yeah,
I
what'd you
muted?
say? I unmuted you.
Oh, that's why I came out. That freaked me out.
Yeah.
I was saying like, you're not gonna get away with this, and I just like splashed right into the cloak.
If you slash into the cloak, the tip of the blade does burn in. He doesn't take any of the fire damage, but the blade enough is enough to
Oh,
puncture
true.
through his back and stab into him, and you hear him gasp and just kind of go limp as you grapple him. But as you grapple him, you see the silver six-fingered hand kind of unlatch from him and go to grasp you on the face as the cloak begins to billow out and around you,
Oh shit.
wrapping around you completely. Ikram, you see Casimir is basically just being attacked by Sandstorm and Belvin, and now his cloak is jumping up and around him, around Sandstorm, after a fireball's just detonated.
No,
You're muted as well.
I'm not me.
I
My
know,
name
Robert's
is Sandstorm. Is the character is on the bottom right is the character name, and the top left
Person
is
name.
our real life name, and the bottom left is our Twitch name.
Yep.
I unmuted you, buddy.
Who?
So
Who's muted?
Rob.
Rob?
What?
what?
I'm so confused.
I'm so
What?
confused.
What's that, buddy?
Okay. Were you finished, Sandstorm?
Yeah, so that was
Yeah,
Sandstorm.
I can't do anything. I'm like going.
All right. I'm going to, because I've seen, I can obviously tell that there's something going on with his coat, and
Something's wrong.
I know
unconscious.
Casimir. I know Casimir well enough that it's not him. I'm going to start like running towards the coat. How far away am I?
You're 40 feet away.
Oh fuck! So I can't even make it anyway.
You can make it.
Fuck.
Not to scale, guys.
Yeah, no. So I can't even make it anyway.
Are you gonna
So
try?
theater of the minds.
Hey,
Casimir's unconscious. Is the cloak still just doing something?
The cloak is still like billowing up in the air, trying to wrap around Sandstorm.
Is the
That
cloak
class
still? Is the cloak detached from him, or is it still attached and is swung around and grabbed
Yeah,
onto?
it's still attached to Casimir, but it's also like flared out and around to try to wrap around like the front section.
So in
You're putting me in a hard spot, mate. So I don't like it.
When Sandstorm attacked the cloak, it hurt Casimir.
Yeah.
Or
Cut
did he
it-
just stab through the cloak and it hit Casimir as well?
Both. Yeah, so it cut
Well,
through
so
the
the
cloak.
My
dagger
intentions
physically-
were not. Yeah, my intentions weren't to actually attack you.
Just the cloak. It's
Yeah, that were my intentions.
well.
But it turned out you got all the damage.
So not all. No,
least I can't do
you
anything
see,
now, right?
You see that there are still intense dagger, like there's intense lightning marks from the cuts that your daggers have implied into the cloak itself. The cloak itself has been damaged heavily as well.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move forward as far as I can, so 30 feet, and then I'm going to cast. I'm just going to cast Healing Word on Casimir.
Right. So healing word is just
Oh, sorry, I forgot you can't see it. I'll heal him for 11.
I can see. Yeah.
all right. Oh, database. Okay, so Casimir comes back to life, and in the back of your mind, you hear kill, kill, kill.
Why you guys do this?
Make a charisma saving throw.
Is
There.
it Casimir?
Casimir.
Not wisdom. Charisma.
Not wisdom.
I'm gonna use an advantage roll.
All right.
Plus, oh, I guess I wouldn't get the +3 now from, but it's a 22.
No, you still receive the +3.
I do.
I was gonna say because
25.
to Belvin, you're still the ally. I have an enemy in the cloak itself, not you.
Okay, 25.
Yep, exactly.
Nice.
25. Okay, so you save. You're not going to kill. You're not going to. You resist this demonic fiendish urge completely, and you actually now feel that it has begun to seep in with you, deep within you. Belvin, your turn.
Oh, is that my
Alright.
turn to make the save?
No. That was
Oh,
the
sorry.
save.
Yeah,
It's
Belvin's
effect
turn.
of
Belvin hadn't had a
you
turn
coming
yet.
back.
Fuck, it's trying to
Yeah.
skip me all the
Sorry.
time. Jesus.
Yeah, DM.
Yeah. Oh, God.
It's so hard without a turn order list.
I've got you. I got
We're
you.
making it, dude.
Belvin is going to pretty much just make attacks at the cloak that's trying to now cover Sandstorm.
Now you're gonna kill me.
No,
As you-
like because if it's billowing over, I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to cat like the middle part that's gonna like trying to get to Sandstorm.
All right. So you feel this thorn just from your longsword. You felt this before when you fought the demons at Riverguard.
Yes.
This urge of radiant power and shining light that glows from within the scabbard shines out towards, as lighting up this entire area.
And then as I grab the sword to unsheath it, and in the one motion pull it out as it's shining bright, slash upwards to cut the cloak.
In a holy radiance, the sword cuts up through the majority of the cloak. Actually, make an attack roll.
I was gonna
What'd
say,
you get?
do you want me to attack?
Yeah.
I got a 9, which is +9, so 18.
18, so yeah, that's enough. As you pull on, is it? Yeah. As you pull out the longsword and just cut up, your sword activates, and as it awakes, shining brighter, this shining light, as you now gain 1d10 to attacking fiends, which this is, you gain a +2 to attacking damage, and once per day you can cast the Hollow spell.
Sweet. So I need to roll damage.
Actually, I need to change that to once per week. You can do that once per week.
Okay, so first off, I'll roll my normal sword damage, which is a D.
D8 if you're
Eight.
doing it one-handed. then you gotta. There's a lot to add.
That's my D8. Got a 5. For the
5 plus
D8,
your strength, which is 10,
which is plus 5.
then plus 2.
So yeah, it is. Yeah, it's plus 7.
Yep.
So which is 12.
All right.
And then the radiant damage as well.
Yep. Then roll a d10.
I'm trying to remember which one's which now. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 10.
All right, minus 10. And that shining radiant light as it burns through, the cloak kind of like lets go of Sandstorm and kind of slides out between the two, Casimir and Sandstorm. Casimir, you lose your connection, your attunement to the cloak. You also lose your +3 to intelligence, your fire immunity, and your +3 to your saves. As the cloak goes billowing out.
I've never been so happy to lose a powerful magic item.
And Melvin does have a second attack.
He does, and you have Sentinel.
I do. So if it tries to attack anybody again, but and then as it's trying to go back, so is it still? I can still see it latched onto Casimir.
No, it's like slipped out between the two of them, and it's just floating up in the air just to your left.
Okay, and then Belvin's gonna take another swipe at it.
All right, make an attack roll.
Another 9. So
Number 9, number 18. That's going to hit. As you slice into it, fling, you kind of send it off to the side, and as it does, it erupts in a mass of fire. Let me know the damage.
all right, we're gonna roll the damage again. So 7 plus, so 14 normal damage, and then plus 7. So
21.
is that 21?
21, very nice.
Blackjack.
All right. As you cut it, fling. Hello without components? Yes, indeed.
I need to look up hello when I get the chance.
That's why it works on a 1-week basis.
Yeah. So normally you need spellcasting components for some spells, and they can cost lots of money.
So how does the
Right.
cloak look?
So it's pretty cut up. As you cut it up to the side and do a horizontal slash, it then erupts in this hell flame that then burns and twists and forms as the entire cloak then begins to take form. You see the edges of the cloak being cut out.
Before it even does that, I want to make sure I divine smite that.
All right, divine smite that.
I want the. What's the damage on the divine smite? It's
D8.
It's 2D8?
For what level? What level is it? First or second? It's 2d8 plus a d8
Per
each
level.
spell level, up to a max of 5d8, I think.
But is it? It's only 1d8 or 2d8?
2d8 for level
first
1.
level. Okay.
2d8 for 1.
It'll be just a level 1, so I should have 3 spell slots, so I should be able to. So 2d8s, 7 and 8. Sweet, 15.
Got him.
15. Very nice. All right, and with that flash of radiant light, the fires are like grow worse. The hell flame just burns and burns. You see the flame comes out of the back of the cloak as it billows up, probably about 12, 14 feet up in the air. Flames erupt out of it, then change to take shape into wings as the cloak then begins to be filled with this first spectral and then flesh and bone, and then covered over with scales, the same color and shape as the cloak itself, as coming out of it these long muscular arms and these scaled natural armored legs. As it takes form into that.
What the fuck, Casimir?
As it takes form into that, most of its body,
Jesus Christ.
most of its shoulders and chest and wings are very corporeal. The rest of its body, so its limbs, the flaming great mace it holds, its tail and its head and legs are very well spectral in form, not yet completely here as if being drawn out. But as the pit fiend comes out in flame,
Jesus
it just
Christ.
and swings its mace back and then goes to hit the cart, destroys the cart completely. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. Except for Ikram. Except for Ikram.
How did he form a club in his hand?
He skipped the turn order too.
Oh, that's bullshit. Dex save.
Dex save. Fuck, I'm probably gonna get knocked down again.
14.
14.
Yeah.
Oh, nat 20.
Nice. Nat 20 by
It'll
Kazumi.
probably be like so much damage it still knocks me out. I only got 11 health.
It's actually not that bad.
Okay, good.
All right. So, Kazmi, you take 4 points of damage as though the cart has been busted and broken up, it's the impact of the force of you hitting the ground as you jump on out the very last second at the side of this massive fiend. What did everyone else get?
22.
All right, yeah, you're fine. You got evasion. You take no damage.
Get that cat out of the way.
What did you get there, Belvin?
14.
14. Unfortunately, no. You take the full butt of damage, which is 9 points of damage of bludgeoning damage. So as you kind of like hit and tumble and turn around, the pit fiend stands over you all.
I was
and
on
looks
66 before that, so.
Alright, I'm gonna draw up this bad boy.
And as it flaps its wings and it raises up into the sky, it says, I will deal with you again. And when I'm fully formed, I will come and kill you all. I will collect your souls for my own personal feeding. And he holds his hand
It's having
out.
a big turn. Can I have a turn or? It's done a lot of shit in one turn.
It's done a lot of shit.
Just saying.
As it puts its hand out, you see from the ground begins to split and fires erupt. This air of reality that comes through this burning flame.
Fuck off.
Stepping out of this burning flame that just sits there on a two-dimensional plane like a gate of some sort is this bad boy with a pitchfork crumbling out. Nearly large in the same form, probably about 12 feet tall at top at head height, as it comes out billowing a pitchfork as its wings bring it up. While the red one up in the sky flutters, begins to beat its big leathery wings and takes off into the night sky. The four of you are left alone with this horned devil looking over you. And that's where we're going to leave tonight's session.
He had a big fucking turn. I wanted to chase that motherfucker.
Ikram, could you have done something, please?
Pretty sure you
Yeah, I'm sitting there like ready to
Yeah,
fucking angel up and chase him down, but you know he decides to do a lot of shit.
Yeah, he did. Just because I'm the DM. Fuck you.
basically.
I
love that. I love that he looks like a fat kid with a like a giant
Ice cream
Pluto
cone.
pup in his hand or something.
That's his club.
Hey, Rob, that would have been awesome if, like, because you didn't get hit by that huge swing, you just see Ikram come from the side with his angel wings, like tackle him out of the air. Like
Yeah, I was fucking
angel
ready, man. I was
tackling.
like, yeah, give me a turn, give me a turn.
No, he's got little wings.
All right.
I'm just saying that would have been a cool thing.
That'd be cool. All right. How about I'm just going to say he's probably about 60 feet up in the air.
Oh well, I mean, I prefer him to be gone.
Yeah.
Now there's another guy
Dead.
just there.
Prefer
Okay,
him
so
to
he's
be
gone.
DED dead.
Yeah.
Go on. This guy looks at you all and then says, Lady Zariel, you will all die.
Who?
For Lady Zariel, you will all die.
Who?
You say what?
Roll 20s. Thank you for joining us tonight. Sorry for the last half an hour. Roll 20 is currently down.
Yeah.
But we'll figure it out later.
But we have these.
I managed to
fucking
survive.
drawings.
Maybe the drawings. Actually, you know what? That can be our break screen. Fuck it. Those drawings are awesome.
What you should do is now replace like all the characters that are next to our pictures
By
with
other
those stick
drawings.
figures.
Oh no.
Casimir. Oh, just on a side note, Casimir,
Yeah.
losing the cloak and the attunement and finding out it was just a massive pit fiend. You lose that floor I gave you. And all the
Yes.
floors that come with it.
Drop your mic slowly, Kyle, so your face is. Drop your mic, not your head.
Your other mic.
Drop your mic like at mouth level. There you go.
Hey, Casimir,
So you're talking to it.
you're bloody welcome.
No worries, mate.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, because you sounded like you were far away, but you're just below it.
Mate.
Ah.
That's a lot better now.
Oh, cool.
Like, just take note that it was only Sandstorm that hit you. It wasn't me.
Are you sure dragons are cats?
Revenge.
We have evidence right here.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Show
Absolutely.
the evidence.
They like dragons are just like cats. They sleep on valuable objects. Don't give two fucks when you knock it over. And they won't let you go. They will imprison you. They will sit on your lap and keep you there for life.
Forever.
Yeah.
Alright.
Anyway, guys, thank you so
That was
much
fun.
for tuning in. Dragons Cats will be back here next week for more fantastic D&D. Hopefully, Roll20.
Hopefully we can with Roll20.
Yeah.
Hopefully with Roll20. Otherwise, it's going to be another theater of the mind where it's going to be some nice, cool fun. And next week, our players face off against a horn devil that's been summoned from the Nine Hells. Till then, keep rolling 20s.
Peace.
Good night.
We can do
Bye.
shout-outs.
Shout out to everyone who came out tonight. Thank you for all the donations. We hit the donations straight away.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Already hit the goal in
ridiculous.
one session.
Thank you, everybody.
That's ridiculous. Thank you
Much-
so
much
much,
love.
guys.
Much love, Sandstorm.
Make sure you check out our Discord if you want more content of our Dragon's Brew throughout the week.
We try our best to keep it up to date.
Just a chat, or you can give us feedback. That'd be awesome too. Any art tips would be great.
True.
You can send in pictures if you want to draw us in any shape or form.
Any.
All right, we're drawing this out long enough. See you later, guys.
Yeah.
Keep rolling 20s.
Cheers.
See ya.
Good night.
Good night, guys.